All right. You know, guys, I'm getting the hang of making sure that I go live on Instagram as well. I have officially stopped forgetting Instagram. Hey, thank you for the bear. It's freaking awesome. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and crank it up, shall we?
You stepped in a box, now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here, you better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats and get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah, step in if you dare. Truth hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. I don't care what you claim or your background. Facts only, if not, get clapped down. Whether you're left or right or you don't even vote. If your logic is weak, I'll sink your boat. You talk slick, but you ain't got source. Just vibes, that ain't power, that's force. I'm the test, the trap, the trip, the call.
Hey.
You slip once, I'm snatching it all.
Yep.
Yeah. Step in if you dare. You dare. Hit hard like a punch in the air. Punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. Yeah.
Thank you for the cake.
Move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. No. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. Step in there, you care. Hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. Yeah, this ain't a safe place. This a flame space. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana.
Hey. Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates. I don't know what, it sounds tiny on YouTube. That's weird. Let's see. Let's see if we can fix that. Audio. I don't know what that means. I legitimately have no clue what that means. I don't know what that means. Guys, if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. We're only looking for some debates. Guys, please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. So please, request up. Yeah, I think if over on the YouTubes, if you guys are hearing like some type of weird sound or whatever, I don't know. I just checked the audio. The sound is good. I just listened to it over on the YouTube. Tinny, not tiny. Tinny, like I'm in a tin can. Is that what you guys are saying? It sounds like I'm in a tin can. Does it sound like that here on TikTok? Do I sound like I'm in a tin can? I think it may just be certain people because yeah, it sounds good to me. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry guys. Anywho, yeah, I don't know. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 25,000 likes. Also, I'm going to keep resetting this daily gift goal to these little 1 cent gift goals. If we can knock these out a couple of times, it will help push us out to the FYP. We are only looking for some debates. Yeah, Trump supporters, guys. Hey, just simple question for you. Super simple question for you. Just super simple, super easy, super simple question. Are you still on the Trump train? Like, is that still a thing? I don't know. Anywho, if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. Let's talk about it. Let's absolutely talk about it. Fred, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. Fred, are you a Trump supporter?
I am.
Okay. Fred, really quick, before we get started, a simple question for you. Do you know who I am?
I don't.
Okay. Hey, that's fair.
Should I?
Fred. Well, maybe, I don't know. Listen, would you mind if I give you a quick introduction to not only who I am, but what this is?
Sure.
Perfect. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald Timothy Trump, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates, guys. Please do not request up. If you are not a Trump supporter, we're not looking to talk to friendlies. But if you are friendly, do all the wonderful things. Send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It'll help boost the live. And also, if we can knock out these daily gift goals a couple of times, these little 1 cent gift goals, it'll push us out to the FYP as well. So I'm going to keep resetting them. We have Fred up here. And Fred, super simple question for you. You said you're a Trump supporter, so I'm assuming you're still on the Trump train. Is that accurate?
I'm not happy with everything, but yeah, I'm pretty. I support him, and you said you were going to tell me who you were, but you just sort of grifted for gifts and played somebody else's song. So, are you trying to tell me you're just a grifter? Is that what this is?
What is a grifter? What is a grifter?
Yeah, somebody that tries to benefit off of other people's production. Yeah.
Okay. Well, technically, I haven't started grifting yet, but I'll say W's in the chat for Caroline. Caroline sent a $10 donation saying, thank you for all that you do. Caroline, thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for your support. And thank you for supporting the grif. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the grif, because apparently that's what I do, you can do so at Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links on the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Now, Fred, you said that I gave you an introduction
who you are.
To him.
That's your introduction.
I'm Santana, and this is Sparring. Did you not hear the actual opening song when we came in?
Yeah, no, I definitely heard it.
Yeah, that was it. That was an original. Did you hear them saying my name and everything?
You wrote that?
That was an original. Yes, it's an
Those were your melodies?
Original song. Yep.
Seems like maybe I've heard that before.
Cap. Where'd you hear it? Here?
Certainly not.
Did you actually listen? Hold on. Stop it.
You stepped in the box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here. You better take your best swing.
Mike Hot.
Who wanna step?
But listen, this is how you have no idea exactly who I am, but like this is just sparring, right? I do other things, right? I also do late nights, which is a panel conversation, and it kind of goes like this.
Yeah. This ain't your regular panel. Nah, we speak the truth. Late nights with Santana.
That's me.
And Mama Jones watching.
That's my mom.
Keep it clean.
But even more, something that I haven't gotten to do in a while, but I also do something called Brunch with My Creators. Super cool. But it goes like this. Hey.
Brunch with my creator. Yeah, we're just having some fun. Relax.
I say all that to say, Fred, you's a hater. You's a hater. Anyway, W's in the chat for Dale. Dale sent a $5 donation saying, W Griff, eat him alive, Santana. You know how I do. I'm about to be on his head. Also, W's in the chat for D. D sent a $10 donation saying, for my mom's favorite grifter. D, W's in the chat for you, and W's in the chat for Kat as well. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you guys. Again, if anyone else would like to support the grif, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Santana Speaks for You. Anyway, Fred, are you done complaining, and would you like to talk about Jimothy?
Done complaining. I haven't complained about anything.
You
but
were
please
whining about
send
me
him more
grifting.
money. He needs your money. Please.
Yeah, I
please
mean, but
send him
like,
more
why are
money.
you
He needs your
pocket
money.
watching? Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Send me more money,
please
people.
send him more money. He needs
Please, I need
it.
it.
Yeah.
Like Fred said, please, I need it.
Send
me
him
more money.
more gifts,
More
please.
gifts. You sound like a hater, Fred. What in the
More
world is
gifts.
happening?
Tell me what I hate.
I don't know. It's just you came up here pocket
Tell
watching.
me what I
weird.
hate.
You came up here like the first thing you did was pocket watch. What? Why are you pocket watching? Like, what is that
No,
about?
send him more money. He needs your money. Take care
I'm
of
just
him.
saying, like again, Fred. What
Yeah,
is
go
with
ahead
pocket
and
watching?
give him your money. Give him everything you work for.
Oh, okay. I mean, but you don't get to tell people how they actually spend their money or who they support. Like how do you dictate who people actually support?
Santana speaks for you. Needs money. Give him money.
Yeah. Are you jealous that people don't send you anything? You sound a little jelly. Are you jelly, Fred?
Am I? I'm trying to pump your pockets here. Give him
No,
more money.
It sounds like
give
you're
him
jelly.
more money. I'm trying to pump
Fred,
your pockets.
It sounds like you're just jealous, right?
It sounds like I'm trying to pump your pockets.
Well,
I'm going to get these people for you. Don't you worry. I'll get them.
It's not about quote unquote.
I'll help you.
People for me.
I'll help you get them. Don't worry.
Yeah, but again, Fred, see, hold on, listen. This is
no, you're doing great.
Fred, hold on.
Good job.
Fred,
get them.
Fred, listen.
They're going to give you so much.
This is what you're missing, Fred.
Lucky you.
Fred, this is what you're missing, right? This is the thing that you're missing. When it comes to
I'm missing
supporting,
it. Sure I am. Beg some more.
Why can't you let me finish my sentence?
I think you should just keep begging these people.
Yeah, I hear you, but why can't you let me finish my sentence, Fred? Like it's weird. Anyway, what I was saying, Fred, is that when it comes to people actually supporting, right, they actually put their time, energy, and effort behind and towards people that they actually appreciate. And so when it comes to anyone, quote unquote, sending me money, it's because they actually want to. It's because they actually appreciate the information, education, and entertainment that I actually provide. And now, Fred, while you don't actually know the value of providing anything, and especially actually people liking you, like people like me. And so you don't have to come up here and be jelly. You just, be a better person. That's all you got to do.
Get them. I think you should get it all.
Yeah, I hear you. Now, I would like to say Debbie's in the chat for Amber. Amber sent a $20 donation saying, Santana, thank you for keeping me company while I organize my kitchen. MAGA getting cooked is the best background music. Listen, we're about to set them up and knock them down, and all they're going to do is whine and cry, just like Fred. Whine, cry, complain. That's what they do. Now, Fred, would you like to actually talk about Jimothy now?
I'm happy to talk about anything.
Cool. How are you still supporting a 34-count felon who has destroyed the economy and is apparently blowing someone named Bubba? I don't know about that one, but at the very least, is vehemently trying to stop the release of the Epstein files as mounting pressure grows from the rest of the country.
Yeah, I think it should all be released.
Doesn't seem like it. I mean, because like if you felt like it needed to be released, then you wouldn't be supporting Donald Trump. I mean, hell, Donald Trump said that himself. Trump said if you were a Trump supporter,
Biden should have sealed the files.
Sure, honestly. That he didn't. It doesn't work that way. But anyway, Donald Trump said that if you are someone that supports him and you're still calling for the Epstein files to be released, then you don't support. He doesn't want your support. Like he said that. So that's weird. Also, Debbie's in the chat again for D. D sent $11 donation saying he'd rather we send it to billionaires. Yes, he really would, D. Like that's the weird part about them.
So cheap.
That's the weird part.
$50. D, stop being so damn cheap. He needs your money. Send him $50.
First and foremost, again, you're being rude, Fred. Like
everybody send him $50, please. Hurry.
Fred, you're being rude. If someone actually sends anything, I say everything's except anything's appreciated. And I mean that. Times are hard. If anyone sends anything, like that's more than enough. Stop being weird and stop pocket watching. But yes, they would absolutely.
I'm trying to help you pump your pockets
right now. I don't need your help with that. No one needs your help with that.
Yeah, that's why they're here. They want to hear a conversation about you asking people for money.
They would send money to those billionaires and don't have an actual issue with that. But for some reason, if you donate to your favorite creator, then it's like a huge problem. Also, Debbie's in the chat for a good citizen for the actual membership over on the YouTube. Debbie's in the chat for you. Thank you.
What was the money sent to billionaires?
The TCJA and the Big Beautiful Bill, multiple tax cuts, or you can even talk about the international.
That didn't send any money to anybody.
Yeah, well, literally, it was the largest transfer of wealth in United States history. They made those
The
tax cuts permanent.
TCJA
TCJA, yes.
was not a transfer of wealth. It was a
the
reduction of
TCJA was a tax
reduction
cut.
of taxation.
The TCJA were tax cuts that were implemented that actually reduced tax cuts on the ultra wealthy corporations, and then the big beautiful bill had an extension on it that actually made said tax cuts permanent for those corporations, and the actual ramifications of that, while adding $4 trillion to the debt, actually spearheaded the largest transfer of wealth in United States history, increasing the actual wealth gap within the United States. So maybe you need to educate yourself, or you can just stay here and I can keep
maybe
educating
you need to
Fred.
educate yourself, because taxes don't redistribute wealth. Taxes take from people that are productive.
Holy fuck, you have no idea what you're saying, do you, bud?
That's how it works.
Even keep up right now?
Taxes are a burden imposed on successful people in order to benefit the dumbest amongst us.
Fred, question. When you cut taxes, right? The actual revenue that's generated off of taxes, does that just go away, or is it shifted? Is it like energy? Can you destroy energy, or can energy just be transferred?
No. I think you're misrepresenting the point. It's the spending that's the problem. It's not the taxing that's the problem.
Yeah, the actual the big beautiful bill added $4 trillion to the debt. But again, answer my question.
No, that's a spending problem. Taxes don't generate debt.
When you cut
taxes don't generate debt, they generate revenues for the government. You're obviously
when you cut taxes, are the actual amount that were cut, are they paid by someone else, or do they just go away? Which one?
Yeah, taxes are a revenue generator.
Sure. They
have nothing to do with spending.
Fred, can you answer the question?
Yeah, I already did.
You did.
Taxes are a revenue generator. They're not a. They have nothing to do with spending.
You're being disingenuous, and you won't answer.
Taxes have nothing to do with spending.
So I'll answer the question.
Will spend.
Fred?
Well, are you going to let me answer, or are you just going to?
Shushies, because you're being disingenuous. So I'm going to answer the question since you won't answer the question. What actually, and he ran, holy smokes. The actual answer is the taxes, while cut on those corporations and the ultra wealthy, they still have to be paid in some way, shape, or form. And so the burden is shifted towards the middle and lower class. Literally, the everyday Americans are paying for the cuts that the corporations and the ultra wealthy are receiving. So yeah, you don't know things. Debbie's in the chat for MAGA Cries for the $1 donation and didn't say anything, just sent $1. I appreciate you. Also, Debbie's in the chat for Gray, who sent a $3 donation, said, ooh, Fred sounds like Rain. Was that Rain? Orion? It probably was. He's such, I almost said some bad words. Also, Debbie's in the chat for Jessica for the $9.99 super chat. And Debbie's in the chat for Abe for the $1.99 super chat to say 25% of the debt was from Trump's first term. It was. And it's wild that Donald Trump is trying to pretend like he didn't actually add it. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and the link are in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Also, guys, again, if you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking to speak with Trump supporters. We are only looking for some debates. If you are not a Trump supporter, please do not request up. We are only looking for some debates. Oh, looks like two people are loading in at the same time. Is it Lena? 360? Furiously, are you a Trump supporter? Furiously freckled. I don't think either one of them were. I think both of them were just tapping and they just left. All right. I think that's what it was. Okay, guys. Take a look at the bottom. Take a look at the bottom of your screen. If you see the pink and blue person, you're good. You're good. That means you are not. No, you're good. That means you are not in the request. But if you look at the bottom and you see the gray, it's gray at the bottom. That means that you are in the request. You are a Trump supporter and you are ready to debate. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. And with that being said, MAGA, I need to know, are you still on the Trump train? And I have a couple of reasons why I think that the Trump train is officially done, but you guys have the opportunity to prove me wrong, right? I think that it's officially done after the e-files and the emails came out, right? It has to be. Like, you guys have to be throwing in the towel after like that, right? At the very least, like the Bubba email is wild, right? But then also, we can talk about the loss of healthcare, because I think not enough people are actually talking about that. We can talk about this blue wave that just hit. You said lies. Oh, okay, cool. For real, no one cares what you have to say from the chat, but you get muted. Get up here in the box. Is it Jarver Wesley? Jarver Wesley? Okay, I don't think you meant to come up. For real, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. You said that I was lying, and listen, I am nothing if not intellectually honest, and so I am open for correction. Can you please tell me what I was lying about, friend?
It wasn't particularly about you. It was about the e-files or emails.
Oh, okay. You're saying that the emails were lies, or help me understand what you're saying.
Well, I think the Democrats are trying to pin certain things on Trump that are just not there. I mean, the whole Thanksgiving hoax, which wasn't real. If you read the email, it said nothing about Epstein having Thanksgiving with Trump, but the Democrats tried to pass it off as it was. I think the whole health insurance plan of ACA has been a big failure, and I think
hold on, you're skipping topics now. So are we talking?
Oh, okay, sure. Where do you want to start?
I mean, it's your call. I didn't know if you wanted to.
No,
talk
we can
about
stick with the
thing.
e-files.
Okay,
or the emails.
Cool. So I guess my question is, right? Because it's a lot of damning information, but the biggest thing that I pull from it, right? There's a lot of speculation. We can both agree on that, right? Like it's a lot of speculation. But the one thing that came out of like the 20,000 pages that have been released, and I don't know if you found or figured this out yet, but it's super interesting to me. Did you know that Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were still friends after Donald Trump said that they were no longer friends? Did you know that?
What particular year are you talking about? Because it's 20,000. What did you say? It's 20,000 files or emails?
Yeah, there's like 20,000 pieces of our documents that have been released, because it wasn't just the emails. It was like clips. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, you can agree with me. No one's read all 20,000.
Yeah,
right?
no, for sure. You know what's super fun though?
So we're just picking and choosing.
Well, but you know what's super fun though? Like, we don't have to read all 20,000. We have AI, and not Allen Iverson, but actual AI that can actually cipher through certain information to pinpoint what we're looking for. And so there's a couple of different people who have created direct software and inputted all of the information in, and then did like a search to be able to identify certain topics and information so you can directly source it. But again, the biggest thing that I found was the information that speaks to one, Epstein actually helped Trump get elected. And then two, as Trump was already in office, Epstein was still in contact with Trump and was getting inside information about what was happening in the White House. Now, question for you, right? Sure. If Epstein helped Trump get elected and was receiving access to the White House while Trump was in the White House, that's not kind of peculiar to you?
So are you saying that it's wrong for anyone to communicate with a convicted 3PDO? I don't know what you can say on TikTok. Do you think it's wrong? Anyone communicating with them?
Are you moving the goalpost, friend?
No, I'm just asking because you're saying he was still in communication with Trump, right? So what was wrong? What was wrong with that?
Well, it's not me saying that something was wrong with it, which I think that if you're in contact with the most, like, let's not act like Epstein is just some random PDF file. Epstein is like the Michael Jordan of PDF files. Like, he is like the worst of the worst. Like, he is the Shitler of PDF files. Like, he is the top.
I mean,
right?
He's built up to be that way. He is.
Sure.
But I mean, I'm sure there's worse people. Absolutely. But I'm not saying
this is the thing. This is the thing, right? Donald Timothy Trump himself is the one that said he cut ties with Epstein. Like, that's the portion that I'm pointing to. So I'm not even necessarily speaking to like, is it or is it not a good thing or a bad thing? I'm speaking to the fact that this shows that Donald Trump lied about him cutting ties with Epstein when he was still in contact with him. That doesn't seem peculiar to you?
Well, can you give me context behind it? Like, what was the particular part where he was having communications or ties with Epstein?
Yeah, so Jeffrey Epstein utilized his money and knowledge of different people to blackmail them to help persuade Donald Trump to get pushed through the Republican nomination and help him get to the actual presidential nomination. And then when it comes to the continual communication, he actually was reaching out to Trump, and they were communicating as far as like the inner workings of the White House. That's why, like, I already knew because he was on, there was like 6 hours of video that was released, and Epstein was talking about like the actual inner workings of the White House, the things that were happening. But now they've actually got a listed paper trail talking about the information that was received from Epstein, received from Trump and Epstein, as far as like what was happening in the transition of power and what was also happening within Trump's like first 100 days or something like that, but early off in the actual administration.
It's kind of hard to believe, because then why was he communicating with the Democrat during the impeachment trial? Why was Epstein communicating directly during questioning of Trump's attorney? Epstein was texting with the Democrat representative to ask particular questions during that trial. Why? So
do you think that Epstein political affiliation is the important thing? I mean, because I think you and I can agree that Epstein actually was in connection with people on both sides of the aisle. Like, I don't think that's the dispute,
I'm talking about this particular situation. So during Trump's time that they were interviewing Trump's attorney, he was directly text messaging a Democratic representative to ask them specific questions to try to incriminate Donald Trump. So my question is, if he was such, well, I'm curious to why would he want to work on impeaching Donald Trump working with the Democrats? I'm confused.
Because he felt like that would be the thing that served him best.
Trump wouldn't serve him best if he was trying to get Trump elected, but at the same time communicating with Democrat representatives during the impeachment trial to get Trump convicted of impeachment.
Yeah. So with rich and powerful people, they use people to whatever ends or means that they actually have for them. And as soon as they actually are done with said ends or means, then they discard them. So you sitting here saying, oh, he was trying to get Trump impeached after helping Trump get elected. That doesn't surprise me. Again, you seem to be under this misconception that Jeffrey Epstein was a staunch Democrat or a staunch Republican. No, he was a billionaire that had access to everyone. And he utilized his access to everyone to his whatever means that he wanted to utilize those things for. Now, since I've answered your question and you've kind of tried to pivot to something else, I would like it if we didn't pivot to some random thing, and I would love it.
Well, it's not random. It's part of this whole.
But I would love it if you actually answer my question. You got to put
context behind the whole thing.
I would love it if you actually answer my question directly, because you have not. After I answered your question directly, why would Donald Trump lie and say that he cut off Jeffrey Epstein when he clearly did not? Why would he lie about that?
Well, you haven't brought anything up. I've never read that part. Again, it's 20,000 documents or emails.
Just because you, no, hold on.
Your word
That's
for it
so fucking disingenuous, for real.
So bring up the specific thing.
Hold on. No. Stop for a second. Go get me that information that you were just telling me about the actual Democrat.
Hold on one second.
Go get it.
And while I'm bringing it up, remember, Trump's DOJ.
Nope. Go get it. Just shushies. Go get it.
Forget it was Trump's DOJ that put him in prison.
Shushies. Just go get it.
Wasn't Obama.
Yeah, I hear you. Shushies. Go get it. While he goes to get the information, guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 100,000 likes. Let's also knock out the daily gift goal. Again, I'm going to keep resetting it to these little 1-cent gift goals. If we can knock them out a couple of times, it'll help push us out to the FYP. And last but not least, guys, if you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, You can send a super chat, and I will read that out. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates.
Okay, so I have it right here. Epstein was texting U.S. House member during the 2019 hearing of Michael Cohen. Newly revealed documents show
what are you looking
SA
at?
offender messaged lawmaker and may have influenced their question.
You guys don't know how. Like, what the fuck? Slow down. What are you? Listen. What are you looking at? I want to be able to look at it too. Holy shit!
Sure.
What are you looking at?
It's Epstein was texting U.S. House.
No,
member.
I don't want you to tell me about it. I want you to tell me. No, stop. What the fuck is wrong with your impulse control? I just want you to say, I'm looking at an article from the BBC and the title was named da-da-da-da-da. That's all you have to do, and I can pull it up, and then you can continue to talk. Holy fuck, just tell me what you're looking at. You're muted.
I'm looking at theguardian.com.
Okay, The Guardian. What's the name of the article?
Epstein was texting U.S. House member during 2019 hearing with Michael Cohen.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me get it up. All right. So talk to me. What are we saying here?
What we're saying is that the Democrats were working hand in hand with a convicted SA offender.
No, your original claim is that Epstein was texting a Democrat against Trump, right? That's what you said. But this is saying that the 2019 Congress hearing, Michael Cohen, Donald Trump's former fixer, personal attorney, those messages may have been influenced the lawmakers' question. Documents provided by Congress this week includes transcripts suggesting Epstein was in direct contact with lawmaker as the hearing unfolded. So blah, 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 blah. So this,
well, it's not blah, blah. Wait a minute. It's not blah, blah, blah. Don't brush over it. There was a Democrat representative texting directly with Jeffrey Epstein, an SA convicted felon, that he was texting her during the hearing what type of questions to ask Michael Cohen. About Donald Trump and Michael Cohen's relationship.
No, you said, no, that's not what you said. You said that Epstein was texting a Democratic lawmaker to actually get Trump impeached. That's what you said.
What do you think that whole thing was about, dude?
This was about Michael Cohen's trial.
Yes, and that to lead to the impeachment of Donald Trump.
Okay. So
oh my God.
Insinuating that it was supposed to actually lead to the impeachment. All right.
Dude, are you serious?
No, was this about Michael Cohen's trial, or was this about whether or not to impeach Donald Trump?
Santana, come on.
No, answer the question. Be direct.
What do you think that all led up to?
But can you answer the question?
Did any of the information lead to the impeachment of Donald Trump?
Can you answer the question?
Again, you're pivoting off of this.
I'm not pivoting anything. I'm just saying the point that you made. The
Democrats convicted SA was communicating with Epstein to lead to the impeachment of Donald Trump. Are you okay with that? Or do you feel like that's the right thing to do?
Yes.
Someone that is a convicted.
Hold on. Like you must be. Hold on. Yes.
Because he is so.
Okay. So you are trying to get stuck on the point that one, they're working with a PDF, right? But the point that I'm making is one, you're disingenuous because you said this was actually about getting Donald Trump impeached when it wasn't. This was actually directly in regards to Michael Cohen and what he had done, his part. But even more than that, that wasn't brought up in an impeachment trial. Hold on. I don't care about the Democratic Party working with PDF at Jeffrey Epstein to get the rest of the PDFs. Get them all. Well,
there's no evidence Trump was a PDF.
Get every single one of them. Do you have a problem?
He never did anything
utilizing? Hey, answer this question. Do you have a problem utilizing these people that did these bad things to get the other people that did?
Well, you're saying false information. You have no facts.
Answer the question.
Absolutely, but you're saying false information.
So what
I
are we
want to
talking
correct
about?
you when you
what
say
false
something
information
false.
did I spread?
You said, "quote unquote," get the people. You're alluding to Trump as actually one of those people, and there's no evidence
false.
to
Wait, hold on, stop it, because now you're lying. You're flat out lying. I said they need to use that PDF to get the other PDFs.
What they were doing during this time. Were they communicating about that during this time when the Democrat was communicating with Epstein? What was that information used for that reason?
You are being disingenuous.
No, but was that information
right
used
now
for that reason? Yes or no?
What was it used for?
It was used to try to get Donald Trump and Michael Cohen. Oh, okay, so then what was the text
literally
messages
okay?
for?
Stop it. Let's keep reading. We'll just keep reading. Stop coming off mute. We'll keep reading. Let's see. Although the transcript does not name the lawmaker Epstein was texting during the February 2019 hearing, the analysis by the Post suggests that it was Stacey Pickett's, the U.S. Virgin Island non-voting Democratic delegate. Holy shit. So it was just a delegate. Anyway, by matching the timestamps of these messages with the videos of the hearing, the analyst concluded that Pickett was a member of the Congress in contact with Epstein. At the time, Cohen was appearing before the House Oversight Committee to testify against Trump, accusing him of racism, financial fraud, and direct hush money payments, and to conceal his extramarital affairs. Trump denied all of those allegations. Cohen brought up Rohan, keeper of secrets. Epstein texts the person referring to former Trump's executive Epstein assistant Rhonda Gaff, but he misspelled her name. Rohan, the person responded, "Quick, I'm up next. Is that an acronym?" The person added, suggesting the question to Cohen. Pickens' office did not immediately respond to her to the question for the comments of The Guardian. Her chief of staff told the Post that she was not the person to confirm or not whether the representative had been texting with Epstein during the hearing. So yeah, again, this was the hearing that was on Michael Cohen. They were trying to get information, House Oversight Committee, as far as what happened, Donald Trump, blah, 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 blah. So we can talk about whether or not this has been verified, whether or not the actual the non-voting Democratic member was able to actually get information or questions lined up to ask Trump, but it still goes back. I'm sorry, not Trump, but Michael Cohen. It still goes back to the original point that I made, which is I don't care about using a PDF file to get PDF files. I don't care about that. I want all of them locked up.
But why are you lumping Trump into that?
Because Trump lumped himself into that.
No. You care about getting these PD guys, right?
I care about getting all of them.
So where is there
Trump
evidence
is one of them? Hey, if Trump is one of them, do you want to get him?
What evidence provided?
Answer the question
for
real. For real. If Trump is one of them, do you want to get him?
Absolutely, anybody.
So yes, if Trump is a PDF file, you want to get him, right?
But where is the evidence? Because based on the victim's report and the attorney's report,
the question.
He did nothing wrong.
For real.
I'm answering the question.
You're not. The question is directly, if Trump is one of those PDF files, do you want to get him? Yes or no?
Yes, but based on the evidence, it's not true.
Like we're on the same page.
The victim's attorney, why are you trying to gloss over this?
I'm not glossing over anything.
Wait a minute, let's do the timeline.
If it's not true, then why is Donald Trump fighting so hard to keep this information from coming out?
Buddy, just look at the timeline. Look, you're pivoting.
Why is Donald Trump fighting so hard to get the?
Why are you pivoting? Let's look at the actual information.
Donald Trump,
look at you. You're pivoting.
I get it. I'm not pivoting. I'm asking a direct question. You're obfuscating.
What I'm telling you, why don't you take some evidence that we currently have?
True, then why is Donald Trump fighting so hard to keep it from coming out?
That's not the point. The point is
It is the
absolutely not.
point.
How much documentation have they already released?
It's absolutely
How
the
much
point.
more? You said 20,000 emails.
Absolutely.
Show me where
there's
Trump
way more. There's way more.
Way more. Now, out of 20,000, you don't think there would be one shred of evidence that Trump did anything wrong in there? So how many more documents would you need until you
We can speak on the direct testimony from Maxwell, who specifically said that Donald Trump was at her house and spent time in a room with the victims.
Which victim? Because
that's
under
that's what the email says. It's redacted. It doesn't say which name. It's redacted. Doesn't say who.
Virginia Woolf, under testimony, said he did nothing wrong.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
I don't care.
Did Virginia Woolf said that? Yes or no?
I don't care what Virginia
you don't
said
care,
because it
again,
doesn't.
Because you
No,
don't
it
care,
doesn't name Virginia. Is Virginia the only? Was she the only victim?
Did she say
Was
he did
Virginia the only
wrong?
victim?
Well, then we can go when the victims went to Capitol Hill and they were asked directly too. Did Trump do anything wrong?
I need you to be
so desperate. No, That's the problem.
I need you. You're fighting so hard, but you can't even answer a direct question. Because the direct question that I have, because you're bringing up you're bringing up specifically. You said Virginia said that Trump didn't do it. Fine, cool, perfect. Yes, she said Trump didn't do it.
The victim's attorney said
no, stop it. Yeah, fuck it. Fine, okay, take her off the board. Was she the only victim? Hey, sure. Was she the only victim? Yes or no?
Was not the only victim. There's other victims that said.
Then. So what the fuck are we talking about?
Let me finish.
So what are we talking about? How many victims were there? I'm telling you the
facts. The victims went to Capitol Hill and they asked them, did Trump do anything wrong? They said no. Then they interviewed the attorney of the victims and they said the information Trump gave us helped get Epstein. You can look that video up. They asked him directly that question. So if all these things lead up to Trump has nothing wrong with 20,000 emails, you guys are grasping at straws at this point. It's desperation.
Okay. Now, the question I have for you is, how many victims were there?
How many?
Over 1,000.
And why haven't they brought a lawsuit out? Why haven't any of these victims brought a lawsuit out?
I wasn't done. I don't want you to try to spin it. I want you to stay right. I'm sitting here letting you ramble. Yeah, stop it. And I wasn't done.
Questions I asked you.
I wasn't done. But seriously, I need you to control yourself. I'm seriously. I don't.
Frustrating that I give you information.
Yeah. Stop it. I don't want to.
Information.
Stop it. I'm being serious. Have self-control. Stop coming off mute. Have self-control. I don't want to talk over you anymore.
That's your question, bro.
I don't want to talk over you anymore. Don't talk over me. Let's actually have a conversation. And I'm telling you, I need you to be genuine. All right. So stop coming off mute. I'll ask my question. You can answer it. I won't speak over you, one at a time. Now, we've already established that there were over 1,000 victims, right? You specifically pointed to Virginia being on the record as saying that Trump wasn't someone that did anything. And then also the handful of victims that came out and did the press conference at the Capitol who said that they weren't directly naming Donald Trump. They didn't say he didn't do anything, but they said they're not directly naming him. My question is, with the actual email where Maxwell said Trump spent hours at her house with the victims, knowing that there were over 1,000 victims, is there a world that you live in, a possibility in your head that the number of victims that we've heard from so far may not have been Donald Trump's victims, but there could be actual victims?
Based on the evidence so far, no. I'm sorry. Based on the evidence, you have no evidence. That's the problem. You are trying to kind of spin this web.
You're fucking disingenuous. You're fucking disingenuous. Like that was the most fucking disingenuous thing. That was so fucking disingenuous. What are we even doing? Holy fuck. W's in the chat for Chrissy. Chrissy sent a $2 donation saying Virginia Woolf. That isn't her name. Ask him about Katie Johnson. That's exactly where I was trying to go, but he just kept obfuscating so long that we couldn't get there. But he doesn't, but even if he does, he doesn't believe women and girls. He doesn't. Like, that's what it boils down to. They never believe women. W's in the chat for Jocelyn for the $1 donation saying it's genuinely perplexing how the party that screams about protecting children can get so defensive about the child essay allegations against Trump. It's because Trump is their daddy. It's literally Trump is their daddy. Trump is their personality. And since he is so entangled in their personality, it's so hard for them to do anything except praise him, right? That's the problem. Let's see, guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. W's in the chat for Teresa. for the $10 super chat to say, MAGA's losing control. I suspect MAGA behavior meets the standards for being PDF files themselves. Yes, I think so as well. Like they actually absolutely lean into the things, right? And you can tell that's who they are. I don't think this person is going to load, so we're going to do this. Again, guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Let's see here. Andrea, are you a Trump supporter? I'm going to take that as a no. Sparkle, are you a Trump supporter? Sparkle, are you a Trump supporter? David, no one cares about you saying that in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and mute you. David, get up here in the box. If you think he's innocent, get up here in the box. You didn't mean to request up Sparkle?
Hey, I didn't know I was on. No, I'm not no Trump supporter. How y'all doing?
All right, good. Thank you. I'm gonna drop you down. I appreciate you. Let's see here. Yeah, like W's in the chat for Abe for the $4.99 super chat to say, first, it's Virginia Guffey, not Wolf. Second, this is a weak sauce whataboutism when the press is protecting the people in the files. Exactly. Like I thought that we could all agree that we want PDF files brought to justice. Like MAGA, why are you fighting so hard to ensure that we're bringing PDF files to justice? Why? Like, why is it that you guys are fighting so hard to make sure that we're not actually prosecuting these people that harm kids? I thought we were supposed to protect kids, right? I thought we were supposed to. Where's the proof? Oh, okay. Yeah, you've been down in the comments chirping the entire time. I'm going to mute you because no one cares what you have to say in the comments, Sharon. I'm going to send you a request. Get in the box. Get in the box. Like you've been chirping in the chat the entire time, but for some reason you are too scared to get up here. I sent you a request. Now you don't get to chirp in the chat anymore. It took away your First Amendment right. Boom. Now you have to get in the box, but you won't. You won't because there we go. Sharon?
Yeah.
You're a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
All right. Now you are protecting the PDF file from the comments. Now you get to protect them from the panel. Tell me what you were saying.
Where's your proof? Where's your proof?
Yeah. There's 2,000 pages of documentation. Donald Trump was on the Epstein flight logs. He was on the jet 7 times. He was best friends. He was best friends with Epstein for over 15 years. And even after Donald Trump said that he cut off Jeffrey Epstein, there's actual documentation and proof showing that Jeffrey Epstein helped Donald Trump get elected, and he had access to the White House while Trump was in the White House. Now, I would love to know, why is it that you are willing to actually just overlook all of that?
Where did Trump fly to with Epstein?
Why did you just get, I don't know where you flew with Epstein. He was on the flight logs. I don't know. Go look it up, but answer the question. Go back to what I just said. You just skipped over everything else I said and said, where did he fly to? Hey, why did Trump lie about no longer being friends with Epstein when he was still friends with Epstein?
I don't know what that has to do with anything. Where is your proof?
It has to do with everything.
Where he flew?
Why do you keep going? Did I say that he went to Epstein Island?
With his family?
Hold on. No. Sharon, did I say anything about him going to Epstein Island?
New Jersey.
That's fine. Did I say anything about him going to Epstein Island?
Okay,
cool.
He has his family, his wife on the plane, and you're saying that for some reason, that's proof.
No, I said that he was on flight logs flying on Epstein's plane. Is
so
that
what
inaccurate?
Does that prove?
Is that inaccurate?
What does that prove?
That he has actually traveled with Epstein. Now, I've actually answered your question, Sharon. I need you to answer mine. I need you to answer my questions directly. Sharon, why did Donald Trump lie about no longer being friends with Epstein while he was actually still friends with Epstein? Epstein was helping him get elected, and actually sharing information while Trump was in the White House. Why was he doing that?
Where is that at? Can you please?
It's in the
pull
files
it
that
up?
were just released. Yes, it was in the 20,000 files that were just released. Yes.
Did you read those files?
Yes, you can.
Did you?
Yes, I did. Now answer the question, why was Trump lying about that?
Well, those were those emails from Trump?
Yes, it was email communication back and forth between Epstein and Trump and his team. And also, you know what's funny about this? Because
Can you
people
pull
want,
those
hold
up,
on, stop.
please?
I'm still
Pull them
finishing
up.
my sentence. Can I finish my sentence? You know what's
Go
funny
ahead.
about this? Epstein was literally on video. There was 6 hours of video footage with him actually talking about different stuff. And he talked about the inner workings of the White House that he had access to. This actually came out prior to the election. And you guys just was like, oh, well, but like now there's a paper trail connecting it as well. So again, why does that not matter to you?
Okay, well, that should be in all of the White House registry and all of that, because they put
In the White House
everything
registry,
down.
what are you talking about?
Well, everything the president does is documented.
Okay.
Every meeting, everything he does is documented.
Okay.
So where is that?
It's in the file that was released from the House Oversight Committee.
Okay, pull up the
Yeah, go get the
Trump
information.
and
Sharon.
Epstein email
Go,
where
go,
Trump and Epstein
go look at it.
You have
Go look at it.
nothing. You're just
sure.
a mouth.
No, you know what? Okay. Because this is what's
Where
going to
is your
happen.
proof?
Hold on.
You sit here with
Okay, sure.
nothing.
Stop for a second. So, Sharon, if I pull up this information and I read it off for you, and it shows that Epstein had access to the inner workings of the White House while Trump was in office, are you willing to say, I no longer support Donald Trump and you reject MAGA?
What would that prove?
Yes or no? No, I need to know that. Before I go get this information,
How would this
I need to know, seriously, Sharon, I need to know when I go get this information and I provide you this information, if I provide the information that I'm telling you about, is it enough for you to say, I no longer support Donald Trump, I reject MAGA, and I am done with them?
You bring up an email between Trump and Epstein. Absolutely.
Okay, so if I can prove what I've been saying, if I can
Are you
prove,
going to bring up an email
if I
between
can
Trump
prove,
and Epstein?
if I can prove that Epstein was in communication with the Trump administration and had direct access to the Trump administration while they were in the White House.
No, you said there was a
wait,
Trump
hold on. Are you
and
saying
Epstein
no,
email.
it's the Trump administration. Are you saying it has to be directly Donald Trump emailing? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
it has to be, wait, are you saying that it has to be directly Donald Trump?
Let's go over it.
No, before, again,
I
need, Sharon, I'm not going to waste my time with something that you are just going to try to spin and deny. So I need to know before I go get this information, am I wasting my time?
Why would that matter to you what I do? I want your proof.
I don't care what you want because you know what it is. This
I do. I want.
This is why I'm saying this, Sharon.
That's why you kicked the other guy.
No, I kicked the other guy because he's disingenuous. Shut up. This is the thing. For the last 9 years, 10 years, we have been telling you guys that Donald Trump is a racist, a sexist, a classist. We talked about him being a fascist, the 14 tenets of fascism. We showed you the proof. We talked about him trying to overthrow the United States election. We talked about the fake slate of electors. We talked about the 34 count felony. We talked about him being held civilly liable for rape with E. Jean Carroll. We have shown you guys proof after proof after proof after proof after proof. And every time that we show you proof, the only thing that you guys say is, what about Biden? Or, well, this is what he actually meant. Or, well, this was what it actually was. The point that I'm making, Sharon, the point that I'm making is I'm tired of actually showing you guys shit and you just sit there and deny it. So I'm not going to go get it if you're just going to sit there and deny it.
You don't have shit, and if you could pull it up, how could I deny it?
Because that's what you guys do. That's why I tried to get a commitment from you to actually say what you would do before I go get it. If you're telling me that if I bring you this information and it shows that Epstein was in communication with Trump administration while Trump was in the White House, that you would reject MAGA and reject Trump and turn away, I will pull the information and tell you where to get it. If you are unwilling to actually do that, if you're unwilling to actually engage, then you go look the shit up for yourself. One of the two, Sharon.
Who in his administration was he in contact with?
Do you want me to get the information for you?
Well, you have it, obviously.
Do you want me to go grab it for you? Yes or no?
Yeah. All I have is a phone.
Now, when I go grab this information and I show you the information, that means that you're going to go ahead and reject Trump and reject MAGA, right?
Are you trying to
Yes
get
or no?
me in your cult?
Yes or no?
To get me in your cult?
No, first and foremost, you're already in the cult, bud.
He's going to drop me because I'm being disingenuous.
I'm not going to drop you. I mean, if I do, it's because you're stupid, but I'm not dropping you. W's in the chat for Juliana, who sent a $1 donation, said, keep cooking. Much love to you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. W's in the chat for Sophie for the $10 donation saying, keep cooking them, Santana. You're awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Debbie's in the chat for Gray, who sent a $10 donation saying, I'll make it worth your while, Sharon. Bet your $10 she denies it. She absolutely, that's all they're going to do. That's all they do is deny it. It's so wild. Also, Debbie's in the chat for Rami for the $20 super chat to say the ARPA COVID ACA subsidies removed the 400% federal poverty line cap, so wealthier families were eligible. On January 1st, it puts the cap back into effect. About 4 million people actually are getting kicked off. Yeah, actually, technically, it's going to be more than that. I think the number said is going to be around 7 million. It's a lot. It's a lot. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted and things appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Sharon, I need an answer. If I tell you where to find the information, I show you the information directly. Are you going to reject Trump and MAGA and say you're done? Yes or no?
If you have an email between Trump and Epstein, yes.
Why does it specifically have to be Trump? Do you think Donald Trump is sending emails?
Why don't you pull it up and show us all?
No. Do you think that Donald Trump is sending emails?
Yes.
He's not. He's not. Donald Trump isn't sending emails.
Well, he's not. He's not.
It's his administration. Now, again, if I show you this information, are you willing to say that you reject Donald Trump and MAGA and you're going to turn away from them? That's the only way I'm going to pull this up for you. Besides that, you need to go find it yourself. I'm sick and tired of giving you all information and you don't accept it because you guys don't.
Up anything?
I have. Now, can you answer the question directly?
Oh, I would love you to get you on Millie's channel.
No? And whoever that is will get toasted as well. Can you answer the question? Can you
all of it?
Listen, Sharon, I don't give a fuck about what you're saying right now. I just need an answer. Yes or no. If I go get this information for you, are you going to reject Trump?
Why is that important to you?
Yes or no. Answer the question.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, perfect. All right. Don't be a liar. Don't be a liar. You just said yes, 100%. Got it. Cool. One second.
It's the only way I could get you to pull it up.
Oh, wait. So are you saying that you're being disingenuous?
No.
Are you saying that are you admitting that you're lying?
You've got something that's, oh my gosh. Between Trump and Epstein.
No, you keep saying Trump and I keep saying it's his administration. But my question is, are you lying?
Earlier, when I asked you if it was Trump, you said yes.
I said Trump administration. Are you lying? Yes or no? If I pull up this information talking about how Epstein had access to Trump's administration while he was in the White House, and I show you this information, are you going to reject MAGA and Donald Trump and say that you no longer support them? Yes or no? Be specific.
He was talking to the Democrats too.
Are you?
Yes,
Be
100%.
specific. Yes.
I told
Okay,
you. How many
perfect. All right,
times do you want me to
stop it
do
then.
that?
Shussies, stop it.
Got to be something in there, though. Something big and juicy.
Hey, stop talking. All right, so let's see. There's a couple of different articles, including the article from NPR and also PBS, and the direct emails.
Not articles, not articles. The
Can
email.
I finish? Can I finish my sentence?
Go ahead.
Finish my sentence. And also the direct files from the House Oversight Committee that actually released the actual emails. And so while we can go to the entire list from the House Oversight Committee that speaks on all of the emails that were released, the actual email, the actual information that I'm going to go to is the articles, because all of this is just covering the different emails.
No.
Okay.
Bring up the email like you said.
Okay.
No articles, emails.
Okay. Shushies. Inner circle. Here it is. Let's see. Relationship partner. For all right, so this email exchange is from, let's see, December the 2nd, 2016, at 5:26 a.m. And this email is Epstein going back and forth with the Trump administration. I just told you the date.
I heard December 16th, 5-something a.m., but I didn't hear the year.
I said 2016, December the 2nd, 2016. This is the start of the communication.
Trump is not in office.
I said this was the start of the communication.
Okay, put it on your blue screen.
My claim was that that Epstein helped Donald Trump get into the White House, and then while in the White House had actual contact with the transition team and with the actual administration while in the White House. Now, just to be clear, when did Donald Trump get elected?
In 2016, became president January 20th.
Okay, so what happens between November the 4th after the election and then January the 20th? What period is that called?
That is the transition period where Trump is picking his staff.
Perfect. So that's the transition period. So the reason why I gave you this information is because this is the transition period. Got it? All right. Perfect. So
this is.
So with that being said, this email goes to
administration while he was in office.
Sharon, you have to shut up and you have to let me finish my sentence. You keep stopping me before I actually finish the entire thing. I am literally giving you multiple emails that I'm going to read off because you didn't want the article information specifically citing the direct details. So I'm going to go through all of them. So can you stop coming off mute and let me finish what I'm saying?
Yes, just put them on the screen.
So, like I said, the actual information
behind you.
Sharon, shut up. Again, this is not your live. This is my live. I'm reading the information. I'm on my phone. I can't put it on the screen because I'm not on a computer. But you can go look this up. This is directly from the House Oversight Committee. This is a phone, bud. Let me show you. I'm literally on my phone. I am not on my desktop. I'm not on Studio. It doesn't work that way. Stay on mute. Now, this was an actual exchange from Steve Bannon and Epstein. This was back when they were talking about the actual back and forth with the negotiations. The title of this one. Wait, sorry, I hopped ahead too soon. This is when they were talking about the December the 16th was talking about Donald Trump and the actual negotiation, and they were actually laughing at Donald Trump and his inability to actually negotiate. Specifically saying they're playing Go. He can't even master tic-tac-toe, right? This is the message that was actually sent talking about Donald Trump, and it said Trump is the actual insider said Trump is the worst negotiator in human history, and Epstein reply was they're playing Go, and he can't master tic-tac-toe. So this was going back and forth with the actual insider inside the administration. And then on June the 28th, 2019, the actual email communication is with Steve Bannon, who at that time was inside of Donald Trump's White House, and who Steve Bannon is still an advocate and someone who directly works with the Trump administration. Sharon, before I read this out, can you acknowledge Steve Bannon?
Steve Bannon is not a part of Trump's administration.
He was a part of Trump's administration at this time.
What position did he hold?
I'll get the exact position. I know he was either an advisor or he was a part of Trump administration. He literally worked in the Trump White House and went to jail because he was a part of Stop the Steal. Sharon, please don't sit here and try to tell me that Donald Trump had nothing to do with Steve Bannon.
I'm not.
So what are we questioning Steve Bannon for?
Your claim was the administration.
What are we questioning Steve Bannon
I
for?
want to know what part of the administration Steve Bannon was. That shouldn't be hard.
He was Donald Trump's chief strategist.
How much did he make?
And he also worked on the National Security Council. Is that good enough for you?
Okay, let's go.
Now, what excuse do you have now?
How much was he paid?
I don't know. What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
If he was part of the administration,
No, Sharon. If you want to know how much Steve Bannon was paid, you go look it up. That has nothing to do with this. That was disingenuous as fuck. If you want to know how much he was paid, then you go look it up. That has nothing to do with this. That was literally you just trying to pivot for no fucking reason because you don't want me to give you the information with Steve Bannon because I said that Epstein was communicating with Donald Trump's administration and during the transition period and while he was in the White House. I'm getting ready to read off an email from June of 20, let me go back here. June 28th, 2019, right? With the information.
The 2017 email you were going to give me.
I already read that off about Donald Trump being the worst negotiator. So yeah, no, I didn't say 20. No, Sharon, stop playing games with me. We're talking about Steve Bannon and we're talking about Epstein. No, we're talking about Steve Bannon. And we're talking about Epstein's communication. Why are you running from this, Sharon?
I'm not.
Sharon,
I'm not.
Why are you running from this? Sharon, I need you to specifically, I need you to specifically listen here for a second. We're talking about when Trump was in the White House. We're talking about Steve Bannon, who was
He wasn't
Donald
in the
Trump's
White
chief
House in
stat-
26.
We're talking about Steve Bannon, who was Donald Trump's chief strategist and on the National Security Council.
Go.
And I'm getting ready to read that information off. Now, Sharon, this is the last one that I'm going to read because everything else is accessible for you and you need to go look it up. But the point that I need you to go ahead and admit to, that as soon as I read this off and it proves the connection that Epstein had access to Donald Trump's administration and was communicating with Donald Trump's administration, you said you are going to reject MAGA, you are going to stop supporting MAGA, and you were going to turn away from them. That's what you said. All right? So I need you to be ready for that. We good? Perfect. Perfect. So the actual email communication, it comes from June 28th, 2019 at 9:58 a.m. And this was Epstein and Bannon actually communicating, going back and forth. And they were talking about the actual, they were talking about the communication. I'm sorry, not the communication. They were talking about why Donald Trump why Donald Trump is scared of Jeffrey Epstein and their friendship. Right? That was the topic that they were talking about. And Epstein had sent over some information and said, thanks, this is the first step. And this was sent to Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon replied, now you can understand why Trump wakes up in the middle of the night sweating when he hears you. Wait, hold on. Yeah, when he hears you and I are friends, right? So this is literally them talking about the actual friendship that Epstein and Bannon now had because of the friendship that Donald Trump had with Epstein and him having access to that actual information.
You're sitting there giving a monologue on what this email means.
I just read it off.
Just read the email.
I just read it off. I read the exchange back and forth from it, and then I read the context that was listed from the House Oversight Committee.
Let's make our own decision. We don't need you.
No, that was the information. That was the information provided by the House Oversight Committee. I'm literally. No one, Sharon. I'm sorry. No one cares about you and your quote unquote decision. I'm reading off not only the email, but the context of the information that was listed by the House Oversight Committee. Are we supposed to trust your judgment, Sharon?
I only want the email information.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care what you want. You didn't look at Sharon. You didn't look it up. You didn't. So because you didn't look it up and you made me go to the House Oversight Committee, and I had to actually pull that information up. Not only am I reading the actual email, but I'm reading the actual context that was listed by the by the House Oversight Committee. Sharon, you don't get to dictate what I read if you didn't look it up.
But I did.
And what does it say?
It doesn't say all that.
What does it say,
It's
Sharon?
one little blurb of an email.
What does it say? What does it say?
One little blurb of an email.
Sure. And what does it say?
Just read it. Just read it.
I read that. Now, what does it say with the the House Oversight Committee?
I only have a phone. I'm not hosting a show.
Then how did you look it up, Sharon? When did you look it up? Sharon, when did you look it up? Sharon, did you? No, stop it. Because now you're lying, Sharon. You just said that you just looked it up, right? You said it. You said that. You said, I did look it up. And then when I say, what does it say? You say, I don't know. I only have a little phone. So Sharon, which one are you lying about? Did you look it up or did you just lie about looking it up? Which one?
What?
Which one, Sharon?
I didn't say I had a little phone.
Okay, that's fine. Which one? Did you actually look it up or were you lying about looking it up? Thank you for the cake.
Why can't you just tell us?
Can you answer the question, Sharon? Sharon, no. You've been running this entire time. You just lied. You just lied. Just admit that you just lied.
I didn't look it up today, dude.
When did you look it up, Sharon?
I read the emails.
When did you look it up, Sharon?
I read them about 3 or 4 days ago.
You read
So
them 3 or 4 days ago. How many emails did you read? How many emails did you read?
Verbiage by verbiage.
How many emails did you
what it
read?
said.
How many emails did you read,
Just
Sharon?
read the
Sharon, how many
email.
emails did you read?
20.
You're a disingenuous liar. W's in the chat for Gray for the $3 donation saying Trump sent greeting cards homemade to Epstein, but Sharon wants an email. Sharon, like, she doesn't actually want any of it. She just wants to actually pretend that she's looking for something, and she just wants to continue to pivot because she's a liar. She's an actual liar. I already knew that looking up this information and giving it to her wasn't going to do anything, but she just wanted to stand up here and waste time. Anyway, W's in the chat for Feisty, who sent a $20 donation saying, Feisty says, cook, you know it. W's in the chat for Feisty. W's in the chat for Marie, who sent a $1 donation saying, Sharon would happily hand over her great-grandkids if he asked them. I hope she's not Christian because God was clear about putting other gods before him. You know it. I'm willing to bet. Sharon, are you a Christian?
No, I'm not.
Good. Fucking heathen. W's in the chat for Jocelyn for the $1 donation to say, just read the email. What does she think you've been doing this? Just read the email. What do you think you've been doing the whole time? I don't know. I think that just because like she rambles and says like weird stuff that she thinks that everyone else does it. And like, again, she absolutely just completely like everything that I gave her. She even she tried to go as far as saying, well, how much did Steve Bannon get paid? Like, it's fucking wild. W's in the chat for Abe for the $9.99 super chat to say, if Sharon cared about the info, she would look it up before proactively defending the content. Sharon probably never read 20 emails 20 emails in her, she is in her life. I'll just say it like that. W's in the chat, guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Also, guys, hey, look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. This is the backup account. This is the backup account. Hit that follow button. We're on the backup account, but we go back and forth between the backup account and the main account. We go back and forth between both of them. So make sure you follow both accounts and then also make sure you turn on notifications. Now, with that being said, Sharon, do you have any reason that we should not believe the information that has come out in these emails? And also, you know what? Fuck it. No, sorry. Better question for you. Sharon, why is Donald Trump fighting so hard for the Epstein file information not to be released? Now you can't speak. You're not on mute. Why is Donald Trump fighting so hard to not have the Epstein file information released?
With this?
Sharon, can you answer the question?
4 years, Democrats.
Sharon, can you answer the question?
You didn't say a word. We were screaming for it. We
Sharon.
want it all released. We want it all released.
You couldn't, because when Biden was in office, stop it. I'm going to answer your question. But since you don't answer questions, the reason why when Biden was in office, the actual information could not be released is because it was still an active trial. And Maxwell was still actually going through not only her trial, but the appeals process. And the actual information was under grand jury seal. Now, since Donald Trump, who ran on releasing those files, has now come into office and Maxwell has been sentenced and exhausted all the appeals process, Donald Trump can officially release those files. He said that he was going to release the JFK, RFK, MLK, and Epstein files. He has not held his promise to release those Epstein's files. And as a matter of fact, he has gone to extreme lengths to make sure that they are not released. Sharon, why is Donald Trump fighting so hard to keep those files from being released?
Those files have been available.
I just spoke to it. You can't keep saying the same thing. If I literally just said the same thing. I just answered what you're trying to say. You cannot go back to that because I've already addressed it. Now answer the question that I just gave you.
You didn't address it because Obama
did. No, he could not. No, he could not. No, he could not. Now answer the question.
Couldn't he have? Why couldn't he have?
No, Sharon, no, you're not asking me another question. You need to answer my question directly. Why is Donald Trump fighting so hard to keep the files from being released?
based on your chat asking about Obama, I think you guys
Hey, I don't care about that, Sharon. I need you to answer my question directly.
This guy was
Why is Donald Trump fighting so hard? Sharon, you are disingenuous, Sharon. You're not only are you a liar, but you're being disingenuous. Sharon, you are sitting here and trying not to answer my question. Sharon, I need you to answer the question. And I'm going to say it slow and I'm going to bring it down. Sharon, why is Donald Trump fighting so hard to ensure that the files are not released? Answer the question.
He asked his DOJ to release all the files.
When did he ask his DOJ to release all the files?
February, I think.
You're lying. You're lying. He did not.
Yes, he did.
Not. No, he didn't. He submitted a request to have the grand jury testimony released, which is something that is very hard to actually get done. And it's openly known that grand jury testimony is not something that's normally released. Now, again, why has Donald Trump tried to stop these files from being released? Answer that question. I don't want to hear you pivot. I don't want to hear you actually go back and talk about Obama, Biden. I don't want to hear you actually talk about anything except Donald Trump and his efforts to stop the files from being released. Talk about that, Sharon.
Donald Trump is not trying to stop the files from being released.
Okay, cool.
Can you please prove your point?
No, stop. Yep, stop there. Okay, so you're saying that he's not trying to stop the files from being released. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to speak to this. Donald Trump.
I don't want your words. I want you to pull.
Donald Trump has done multiple things to actually get try to stop the files from being released, including going on record and saying that it was a hoax, telling his supporters that if you are someone that's still calling for the Epstein files to be released, then you do not support him and he does not want your support. Donald Trump actually said that. Donald Trump also, while the victims were on Capitol Hill to actually give their speech and talk about the actual Epstein files, Donald Trump orchestrated a flyover to actually interrupt and so to drown out them as they were speaking. And then most recently, Donald Trump has been trying to galvanize people and stop them and have them remove their names from the actual vote to get the files released, going so far as to bring Lauren Boebert to the White House and get her into the war room to talk about getting her to remove her name from the list so they did not have enough votes to release the Epstein files. Now, with that being said, Sharon, does that not sound like someone who has actively tried to stop those files from being released?
You're just vomiting words. You're showing no proof.
Answer the question.
What he said was a hoax.
Answer the question.
What he said was a hoax.
Answer the question.
We're just going to go
off the
off
question,
of
Sharon.
Everything you said.
No. I want you to answer directly to all of those things, because Donald Trump has vehemently said that if you are someone that claims to support him and you're still demanding the Epstein files be released, then he doesn't want your support. He said that it was a hoax. He said that it was a hoax. And then also, again, why would he drag Lauren Boebert to the White House into the war room to try to convince her to remove her name from the list?
Can I speak?
I would like for you to answer the question. I don't want you to run. I don't want you to say like some stupid shit.
Well, I'm not
I want
running.
you to answer. I want you to answer directly what I'm saying.
I'm not running.
Sure. I want you to answer directly what I'm saying. Go ahead, Sharon.
What he said was a hoax. Is the Democrats doing what you're doing, trying to involve him in this when he was not involved? You have no proof. You sit here and you run your mouth with absolutely nothing to back you up.
I pulled up proof, and when I pulled up proof, you sat there. You told me a lie. Before I pulled up proof about the email, you said if I pull up proof showing you that Epstein had connections with the Trump administration while Donald Trump was in office, then you would actually reject MAGA and you would turn away and you would stop supporting. I got you to say that, yes, you would do so. And then I went to pull up the actual article that talks about it. You said, I don't want an article. Pull up the actual email. So I went to the House Oversight Committee. I read off what the House Oversight Committee had said and the email. And then you said, why are you adding this stuff? I only want to hear what the email says. But all the time you were trying to obfuscate, saying, oh, how much money was Steve Bannon in Trump's administration? What position? How much money did he make? I pulled up all the proof. I've shown you the proof. I'm not pulling shit else up because you won't actually engage in the evidence. The only thing that you want to do is run in circles while not engaging in anything that I'm saying. So Sharon, if you want quote unquote proof, then you pull it up. If not, I need you to directly engage in the things that I am saying.
Can I speak?
You may.
You did not show us any.
I'm not fucking with that. W's in the chat for Erica. Erica sent a $10 donation saying, just want to hear you call Sharon a fucking heathen again. Yeah, she is a heathen, and she just ran. W's in the chat for Elizabeth for the $1 donation saying Sharon needs to put down the bottle and pick up a book. She needed to do something. Like, I just, the way that these people like fucking just, oh my God, like they bend over backwards. It's wild. It's wild. It's wild. You said that's no proof. Okay, cool. Hey, I'm going to mute you because no one cares what you have to say in the comments, but I'm going to send you a request. Get back up here. Get up here. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates. Debbie's in the chat for Kaya for the $1.99 super chat to say America first. Exactly. Also, Debbie's in the chat for Richard for the clutch, and Debbie's in the chat for Charity for the clapping seal. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Also, guys, there's like 2.6 thousand of us hanging out here. If you look up at the top, you see the word follow. That means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. Hit the follow button. This is the backup account. We've been doing more debates on the backup account, but follow the main account as well. Hit the follow button for both of them. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Desmond, are you a Trump supporter?
Nah, bro. I requested before you said that. You can go ahead and drop me, but that other.
Yep. All right, guys. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. If you are a friendly, do all the wonderful things, right? Tap the screen, share the live. Let's go ahead and knock out the gift goal. It'll help push us out to the FYP. Oh, thank you for the wacky inflatable and tube guy, whatever. Hey, Corey. Thank you for that, Corey. Let's see here. Parvin, are you a Trump supporter? Or did you just come up to slur?
Yeah, yes, I am.
Yeah, you came up to slur?
No.
Oh, okay. Yes, you did. You ain't gotta lie.
How weak are you, bro?
I'm actually kind of strong. Hey, what do you bench? What do you bench?
What do I bench? I can do 225 for 10 reps.
225. Yeah, 225. I can do 315 for 15. I guess I'm not as weak as you. Anyway,
so I guess
you said how weak am I? Sure, cool. Hey, so how is it that you are still supporting the 34 count felon who is a fascist, who is directly connected to Epstein and
that's just
our country?
Brother. The 34 felonies. Do you really think the Americans want a criminal for president?
Yeah, you support a criminal for president. I guess that shut you up. Are you running? Is that all it took to get him to run? Bro, that's not how you leave. Guys, the reason why he's trying to run is because he didn't actually come up here to debate. He came up here to slur, and I immediately called him out on trying to slur. And so since I called him out on slurring, he didn't slur, right? I called him out because he had that Schnazi the t-shirt in his PFP, and I peeped it. So when he got up here, he was going to slur, but I called him out on slurring before he could do it, and then he didn't have anything anymore, so he just ran. He just ran because he didn't have anything except he wanted to slur. That's wild. Some dude, are you a Trump supporter?
Can you let me back on jerk, mate, bro? I miss looking at your hairy butt.
Why are you weird? What's that about? Hey, question for you.
I was asking.
I mean that's cool. But like,
I'm a
serious question for you. The serious question for you. What do you get out of being weird? Coming up on TikTok lives. Like, serious question. Not even joking. Like, what do you get from this?
How am I being weird? I was asking you to add me back.
No, you said some weird shit just now. I heard you.
I did, but
yeah, but like, serious question. Like, what's the point of coming up here being weird?
You that too.
I partake in what?
All right, bro. Never mind.
No, serious question.
Just don't add me back. Then it's okay.
Serious question. Why did you come up here to be weird? And you're used to people kicking. Exactly. This is the funny shit, right? These people are so used to people immediately kicking them that they don't have anything once you address the stupid shit that they're doing. They literally don't have anything after that. Raymond, Ramon, sorry, are you a Trump supporter? Ramon, are you a Trump supporter? Okay, go ahead and drop you down. Again, guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. If you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. Pumpkin, are you a Trump supporter?
Didn't request. Sorry.
Okay. 45, 47.
Yo.
Have I talked to you?
I'm not sure, but let's stick to the topic.
I'm pretty sure I have, because you came in and did that same stupid shit the other day.
Okay, I'm not sure, but why do you take Jeffrey Epstein as a credible source if he's a P3
Oh, I don't take Jeffrey Epstein as a credible source, but
so
what did we talk about yesterday? I mean, what did we talk? Was it yesterday or the day before? What did we talk about? I
don't remember, dude. I've debated a lot of people. I've been destroying everyone.
That much? Got it. Cool. All right. So I don't take Epstein as a credible source. I do take actual source and documents and information as a credible source. So the word of Epstein means shit to me, but the actual information that he can provide, that's what means a lot to me.
No, because us Republicans, we don't take P3 as a source at all. So we don't believe anything Jeffrey Epstein
Literally,
says.
Your party is a party of P3.
Are you going to let me finish? Your
party is a party of P3DOs.
Give me evidence for that. For Trump.
Matt Gates.
For Trump.
Matt Gates.
For Trump.
Who is? Listen, bud. I said your party.
Every party has rapists. So does the Democrat
party. Your party has an open track record of it, and specifically, the people around Donald Trump has a open track record of it.
Okay, I don't talk about the people about Donald Trump.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I'm talking about Donald Trump. So why does Donald Trump keep surrounding himself with PDF files?
Who cares? That's what he wants to do. I mean, that's not our business.
You're right. That is what he wants to do.
Maybe they're rich.
Why does he want to keep surrounding himself with PDF files?
It's not just about that. They're rich people. They have other business. They have other interactions.
Answer the question directly.
I'm not sure.
Do you hang out with PDF files?
No. Do you?
No, I don't either. Right? So, because you and I, we're normal, right?
You probably didn't know Epstein. You didn't know Epstein was a PDF file.
I'm not just talking about Epstein. Donald Trump has a history of surrounding himself with PDF files, even with his administration, his last administration in the White House, and currently this administration. So again, why does he keep bringing PDF files around? Like, is that something that you would do? Do you want to hang out with PDF files?
Listen, all I'm saying is you have no.
Answer the question. Do you want to hang out with PDF files?
Obviously.
Okay, then why is Trump?
All we know is that he had. There's no evidence he knew they were PDF files.
Why is Trump hanging around PDF files?
He didn't know they were PDF files.
He knew Matt Gaetz was. He literally knew. Yeah, the White House, not the White House, the House Committee investigation into Matt Gaetz prior to Matt Gaetz prior to Donald Trump appointing Matt Gaetz or his appointee for the Attorney General. The reason why Pam Bondi is the current Attorney General is because Matt Gaetz couldn't get past the actual nomination of Attorney General because of the investigation that was completed by the Republican-led House, who actually proved that Matt Gaetz had sex with underage girls. So again, this information was out. The Republicans had access to it. They were expelling Matt Gaetz from the House. That's why he resigned. And Donald Trump plucked him out of obscurity and said, I want you to be my attorney general. Why would Donald Trump actually pull Matt Gaetz in and try to appoint him as the attorney general when the Republicans in the House had already did a full-fledged investigation and found out that he was a PDF file?
I don't know. That's not indicative of Trump being a PDF file, though. So that goes against everything.
That wasn't the question that I said. I said, why does Donald Trump keep putting PDF files around him?
I don't know.
But you don't want to speak to it.
That's what Kamala would have done the same thing,
Kamala,
dude.
sure. I hear you. You're trying to run from it, bud.
Let's talk about what he did for the country. Let's talk about what he's doing.
Oh, now you want to run from it. You're the one that brought up Epstein about PDF files.
You keep talking about
character. You brought up PDF files. You
haven't given me any evidence for anything.
I literally just gave you direct evidence of when it came to
That's not about
Gaetz.
Trump. That's just about Trump hanging out with a PDF file. What's your evidence that Trump is a PDF file?
Again, I said, why does Trump keep surrounding himself with that? And you said, he's not. What's the evidence that he knew? And I laid all that out. And now you want to run to something that's cool. We can run. I'll let you pivot. I just need you to address the fact that you brought up that topic, and that's why I've been speaking on it. Now, with that being said, let's move on. You said that you want to talk about what he's doing good for the country. I am super excited to hear what you think he's doing good for the country.
Yeah. So what I would say is what I notice in my day-to-day life is that from Obama to Biden to Trump, nothing has really changed. It's all propaganda. Normal kids like me, 21, we just go to college, school. Maybe we notice a little bit of difference in gas changes, but that's about it. Nothing really significant has been changing in our country for us to say, hey, Trump is a horrific president. I think everything is going smoothly. His energy statistics for his energy has been all-time high. His tax reform. Yes, it is.
It hasn't. Stop right there. It hasn't. Stop right there. So you said that Donald Trump, your day-to-day life hasn't been any different. So that means that Donald Trump isn't actually doing anything negative, right?
Correct. If he was doing something detrimental. So if he was, hold on. Let me answer. If he was doing something detrimentally negative to our economy and society, I think every single class would feel it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So the fact that Donald Trump has spiked the unemployment rate and has actually shrunk the GDP and also has caused United States farmers bankruptcy rates to spike again in this term, while also causing a trade war where he just had to admit on Friday that he fucked up. You don't think those are bad things?
Sure.
Go ahead and Google that one, bud.
I think that's a bad thing.
Go ahead and Google that one.
I don't memorize facts like you, dude. Yeah, I have to.
No, go ahead. I'm saying go ahead and Google it.
I don't memorize facts like you do. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm just saying, go ahead and Google it. He had to lift the tariffs on grocery prices because groceries were too high and he was getting too much backlash. After telling people that tariffs are not a tax, he had to admit that they are a tax that he imposed. And so to lower grocery prices, he had to take the tax off.
Okay, are you unemployed?
Why?
Because you keep talking about all this unemployment, but I don't see any of this unemployment. My friends have jobs. I have a job.
That's fine. What's the unemployment rate?
Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about that's unemployed?
What's the unemployment rate?
I don't care about propaganda employment rates. I want to know who you see. I want to know visibly what
it's Donald Trump administration reporting the unemployment rate. What are you talking about, bud? How is it propaganda?
What's the unemployment rate of 2025?
Well, first and foremost, unemployment rate changes month over month. But again, the information is released.
What's the average right now for 2025?
Hold on. The information is specifically released by the Trump administration. How is it propaganda if your guy, his administration, is the one releasing the information about the unemployment rate being up?
Dude, I don't know about people get lazy. People don't want to work. I like working, so I apply for jobs and I get a job. I don't know what the problem is.
Sure. Did you know this is the first time? Did you know this is the first time since last time Donald Trump was in office? I think it was in 2006.
But Donald Trump, listen, Donald Trump can't force
2019
people to get jobs.
Stop it. Listen what I'm saying. This is the first time since last time Donald Trump was in office that there are more unemployed people than there are jobs. So you're sitting here talking
Donald
about
Trump doesn't
hold on.
control that.
He
So you're saying Donald Trump is single-handedly responsible for Americans being lazy and not wanting to find jobs?
It's not
Explain to me
Americans
how.
being lazy. It's Donald Trump came in and immediately we were on a growth curve, right? Prior to Donald Trump taking over. And Donald Trump's tariff policies and then also his attack on the public sector, he has started to cut jobs and cut people, and it drastically shifted the trajectory of the country and spiked the unemployment rate. Donald Trump literally came in and put in policies and tariffs that actually directly affected the American economy. And with his tariff policy, most companies decided that they were going to purchase a 3-month stockpile of their inventory and the items that they needed to ensure that they could insulate themselves from Donald Trump and his tariffs. But Donald Trump didn't make any deals, and he's actually been going on for so long that and putting those tariffs on everyone that these companies no longer could use their stockpile, and they had to start cutting jobs in order to be able to continue to make those purchases because of the additional cost. Because of course, the importers are the ones that pay the tariffs, and then they pass that on to American consumers. That's why the consumer confidence rating is down and prices are up.
Yeah, you have to weather the storm before it gets better. That's what I will say. And in terms of the unemployment rate,
hold on.
Trump can't control Americans.
No, speak to
You
directly
keep
what I'm
talking,
saying.
you
I
don't
don't
let me
want to
make a
hear.
point. You don't let me talk. Dude.
Because you're making like vague statements. Speak directly to what I said. Don't make a vague statement.
Which part would you like me to respond to? Because you talked.
I want you to respond to Donald Trump coming in and changing the trajectory of our economy with his policies and his tariffs, and that leading directly to increased unemployment.
Yeah, the tariffs are a way for other countries to get into our market. They're paying a fee, and I get right now that the American population are suffering the most because of it. But things suck before they get better, dude. And Trump is going to make things better 100%.
Sure. I need you to go back and tell me, how is the tariff
and Trump had a better unemployment rate than Obama. And Obama deported way more people than Trump, by the way.
I hear you're trying to pivot. Hey, you're trying to pivot and obfuscate. We're talking about, you said you wanted to talk about what's happening now. We're talking about
everything you're talking about. Sure. Everything you're talking about, Obama did, and you still support Obama.
That's fine. That's fine. Whatever, dude. You're trying to run from what's happening. I will not let you run. I'm sorry.
I'm saying be consistent.
Wait. Hold on. You must actually have me confused, right? I'm not one of those actual debaters that will let you run all around. I want you to be where your feet are, right? Be where your feet are, bud. We're talking about now. Now, you said the tariffs are a way for foreign companies to get into the US market. It's not. Explain why you said that.
Huh? You cut out.
If you can, you can hear. You said that the tariffs are a way for foreign companies to get into the US market.
Yeah, he's placing tariffs on goods imported. He's placing tariffs on goods imported into United States, especially from China, right, and other places. So why he's doing it, he's bringing manufacturing back to the United States, reducing America's trade deficit, punishing China for intellectual property theft.
You're reading? No, stop. I don't want you to read off the White House.
There's a variety of reasons.
Yeah, that's fine. How are tariffs increasing manufacturing in the U.S.? Answer that specifically.
It's not about increase. Right now, it's not.
You just said it.
Right now, it's not. But long term,
those were your words. You just said that.
Because I'm saying long term, it will. Right now, obviously, we're in the storm. It's the start of it. We're in the storm. But it's going to get better.
No. Stop obfuscating. Stop being vague. Tell me specifically how. If you're saying, okay, it's not now, it's long term, and you can go look it up on ChatGTP if you want to, that's fine.
Yeah, because I don't memorize facts like
that's
you.
Fine. That's perfectly fine. You know what it is though? When you look that stuff up, make sure you take the time to one, verify your sources, but also two, make sure you understand it and don't just read it off, bud. Now answer the question: how are tariffs going to lead to more manufacturing in the US? While he's trying to type it in and get more things to say, Debbie's in the chat for Justin. Justin sent a $10 donation, and to confirm, you just spoke with Valerie before. Oh, really? Hey, are you gonna slur?
Who?
Are you planning on slurring? Or were you just slurring on someone else's live?
No, bro. Those people are just yapping.
They're saying that you're known for slurring. That's what they just said.
I mean,
I
they're
will
just
say
lying.
that
I mean,
you
it's a
haven't
typical
given me that
Democrat support a lie.
just about to say, you haven't given me that vibe yet, but I don't put it past you. But I won't actually put it on you. But I won't put it past you either. Also, W's in the chat for Rohit for the $7.99. I don't know what currency that is, but said memorizing facts is a slur now. Exactly. Also, W's in the chat for Amar who sent the GOAT. I appreciate you, and Big Chief who sent the flowers over on YouTube. Guys, if anyone else like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All the pay links and the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. All right. You were just about to tell me how tariffs are going to actually increase manufacturers in the U.S.
Yes. So essentially, when the United States puts a tariff on products from China, Mexico, Europe, etc., the foreign products become more expensive, right? This makes U.S.-made products more competitive because they're no longer the more expensive option. So the idea is foreign imports rise in price, consumers plus companies look for cheaper options, U.S. factories become essentially attractive again, companies decide to build or expand factories in the U.S. How it could work in real life, tariffs push companies to move factories to the United States, move factories to U.S.-friendly countries, for example, Mexico, Vietnam, India, buy more U.S. steel, aluminum, or machinery, and hire more American workers. So this would actually increase job opportunities for Americans.
Okay. So tell ChatGTP thank you. But let's actually run it through critical thought, because you typed in something looking for confirmation bias, but that's not in
Do you know what is your definition of confirmation bias?
Hold on, let me finish. That's not practicality, right? So I'm going to hit you this. Donald Trump has instituted reciprocal tariffs on countries across the board indiscriminately. Under Joseph Robinette Biden, manufacturing was on the upturn. And now under Donald Trump, because of his tariff policy, manufacturing, specifically the job market, has shrunk for manufacturing. So if Joe Biden did not utilize tariffs, but he was able to increase manufacturing jobs within the US, but Donald Trump is using tariffs and it's causing a decrease in manufacturing jobs, why is tariffs a good idea when it's already been proven they're not needed to increase manufacturing jobs?
I just explained this because we have to weather the storm before it gets better. Initially.
No, bud.
Let me answer, dude.
No, because I don't want to hear you.
Why are you interrupting me? So you don't want to have a debate?
You're about to say some other vague shit. First of all, this is not a debate. You're literally typing stuff into ChatGTP and trying to respond to me.
I don't memorize facts like you do, nerd.
It doesn't matter about
things too.
I'm not searching anything. Literally, haven't searched anything. The point that I'm trying to make, stop for a second, listen. The point that I'm trying to make is you're trying to type this into the AI to give you an actual argument. The AI is going to give you an answer to whatever question that you're trying to find, but it's not going to give you logic, right? It's not going to give you the ability to critically think.
Now, I'm not using AI.
You're literally using ChatGPT.
No, I'm not. I'm searching up things on Google.
You're not. You were reading it word for word. So now you're going to lie to me.
I was reading points off Google and formulating it in my own words.
Don't lie to me. Come on, man.
What are you talking about?
Why? You don't have to lie to me. I'm literally sitting here saying it's fine that you're using it, but you don't have to lie to me.
I'm not lying to you. If I was using it, I would use it. So let's stick on topic. Let's stay on topic.
Stop it. The point that I'm making is I need to understand why. And I don't want you to make vague statements. I want you to be very direct. Joseph Robinette Biden did not use tariffs and increase manufacturing. Donald Trump using tariffs and decreasing manufacturing. And not only has he decreased manufacturing, there has been no company that has committed to leave another country and come into the US to avoid tariffs. Now, can you please explain to me how this policy that Donald Trump is implementing will increase manufacturing when there is no evidence of it increasing manufacturing? And quite the opposite, there's evidence showing that if you give certain if you give certain, what it is, not subsidies, but certain incentives, then it's a better way to increase manufacturing within the U.S.
Yeah, what I will say, and to answer your question, don't interrupt me, is that obviously right now at the start of the tariff implementation, things are going to be bad. They're not going to be as good as we want them to be. But over time, they're going to get better, and we're going to see a lot of prosperity. Now let's move on to my next point.
Nope. We're not moving on to your. No, we're not. No, because you know why we are? Because I'm dragging you into the deep water. I refuse to let you actually say shit, and then you don't get to defend shit, and you don't actually get to run through it. Like, sorry,
we've been on this topic forever.
That's fine. That's fine. You said that you run around TikTok and you debate people, and you've been cooking everyone and all this other stuff. But when you get stress tests, you're running. You're literally running to AI to get answers, and you're trying to move off topics because
you keep saying AI, buddy.
You've exhausted the Google overview is AI as well. Google overview is AI as well. But
I'm not using Google overview.
My question is, you said that it's going to take a while. Cool. How long would it take to actually get manufacturing? Let's say a company decides that they want to actually do exactly what you're saying, right? They want to come invest in America, right? And they want to open up a manufacturing factory, and they're going to hire 3,000 Americans. How long would it take for them to actually go from point A to point B to saying that they want to do that, to opening up their doors and actually producing American products?
Let's say about 10 to 15 years to do that.
Exactly.
Totally.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So right now it's bad, but over time it's going to get better. So hold on.
Just listen for a second. So understanding that even if that did happen, which again hasn't happened, right? Hasn't happened, but theoretically, if it were, if it were to happen, right? The timeline that you have given is such an extended timeline. What happens within that 10 to 15 year period where Donald Trump's current policies are negatively impacting the United States citizens, including job loss and higher prices? What do they do during that time?
Like I said, you'd have to give me an example, because in my life, I have a job. Most Americans in this
consumer prices are up. Prices are up.
In what way? Because I'm not seeing that. I still live my life. I go to college.
Grocery prices are up. Grocery prices are up.
Which grocery? Which grocery?
Groceries. Again, literally, Donald Trump just signed another EO on Friday, lifting the tariff on grocery items because of the actual increased cost.
So tell me, if I go to Walmart right now, everything is going to be more expensive directly because of Donald Trump. I mean, what is your argument?
Yes.
That's not true, dude.
Tariffs. What is a tariff?
And even if that is the case,
what is a tariff?
Such a slight. Listen,
what is a tariff?
Let me make my point, dude.
No. What is a tariff?
Even if that is a case, it's such a slight.
What is a tariff?
Even if that is the case,
what is a tariff?
Dude, a tariff is a tax on imported goods. What's your point?
And then what happens with that actual? Who pays the tax?
We end up paying the tax.
Okay, so if you're engaging in the premise
you're not letting me make a
tariffs
statement,
actually increase prices, then yes, prices are up because the tariffs that Donald Trump has added have increased those prices. Now you can go ahead and make your statement.
Yeah, so the increase in prices is so slight, maybe a couple cents. If you can't afford it, maybe get a better job.
That's not true.
But we have to suffer for a little bit for things to get better.
You keep talking about getting a better job, but Donald Trump has spiked the unemployment rate. You keep saying you keep saying stupid shit.
Who is unemployed? Who?
The unemployment rate is skyrocketed. What the fuck are you talking about? There are more people unemployed. I don't care about you and your friends. You keep mentioning you and your friends. No one cares about you and your friends. Like, we're talking about the thousands of Americans who have lost their jobs. Sure.
What is the unemployment rate right now? You good, bro?
Shushies. So the last unemployment rate that came out was in August of 2025. And the reason being is because, the government was shut down. And so the information was not collected by the The information was not collected by the Bureau of Labor and Statistics while the government was shut down.
So what are you basing your points off of? You don't even have a number to prove what you're saying.
Literally, like I was saying.
Go ahead, bro.
The actual information was related by the Bureau of Labor and Statistics from August, which the unemployment rate was in August was 4.3%, where there were 7.4 million Americans that were unemployed. Now, since the actual unemployment rate has not been tracked by the federal government, there are other indicators that have continued to track the unemployment rate and also the job loss. That has been a point of contention as far as other industries, because Donald Trump, like literally, there's no other way that we've been able to track it. But if you look at other credible sources, as far as the different points where they track information, including trading economics, the unemployment rate has continued to increase. And not only the unemployment has continued to increase, there's been an estimate, and I will say estimate just to make sure that I'm factual, because they don't have the exact numbers, because again, hasn't been tracked specifically, but there's an estimate that as of now, since Donald Trump has been in office, there's been 1 million American jobs lost. Would you like to address that?
1 million American jobs lost. I'm not going to speak on that specifically because I don't know.
Why not?
But what's the unemployment
why
rate
not?
that you've been talking about? So what's
Why
the
not?
rate that you've been talking about? Is there no rate?
Why don't you?
So,
I just
so
told
you've been
you
basing
that
this whole thing
I just
off
told
1 million
you.
people losing their job?
Yeah, hold on. What did I say?
That's
what did I
your
say
only
about
basis?
the unemployment rate? What did I say? What did I say?
You said there was none collected in August.
No,
right?
no. I said the last one that was collected was in August, and they have not been actually collecting the information since then due to the government shutdown. So
but what's
other
the number
entities,
then?
It was at 4.3% officially in August.
Yeah, that doesn't seem too bad, dude.
It's 7.4 million Americans without a job.
The average unemployment rate during Biden's administration was 4.1%. So what are you talking about?
What was it exactly? So it was lower than what it is under Trump.
Yes. Okay,
it was
by
actually
maybe
going down.
0.02, dude.
It was going down,
it's
right?
barely
Hold on.
lower. Barely.
Hold on.
It's not much of a difference, dude.
No, it was going down. It was going down. Hold on. So
let's say Obama's.
Sure. No. Why are you going back to Obama? Like, what are we doing?
Because you got everything you guys say bad about Trump, Obama.
No.
You guys still support Obama.
So looking
let's see
at
Obama's average unemployment rate.
Sure. Looking at the actual last 12 months, and this is from the information that was collected for before
Obama's was 7.4%. Obama's
who's the president? That's fine. So looking at what the unemployment rate was prior to Donald Trump getting in office and the actual trend, right? This is the trend that it was on. November, it was 4.2. December, it was 4.1. January, it was 4.0.
Great.
And
so
ever since, hold on.
Yep.
No, shushies.
Still lower than Obama, right?
What does Obama have to do? Obama was dealing with the Great Recession. Who cares? You keep trying to go backwards. We're talking about Donald Trump now.
Yeah.
No. Hey, how old are you again?
Are you going to stop?
How old are you again?
Are you going to stop muting me?
No, because you're trying to obfuscate. We're
Let's
not talking about Obama.
Let's have a talk.
You're trying to go all the way back to Obama. Why are you trying?
I'm trying to compare presidents.
No, that's not my. Our president is Donald Jimothy Trump. What the fuck are you talking about? We're talking about Trump. You want to talk about Obama? Yeah, yes. I don't care about that. We're talking about the current president of the United States of America. But
what I'm saying is,
stop talking. Stop talking.
Stop muting me, dude.
What actually happened? Stop talking and have some self-control. Yeah, exactly. Be a man. Have some self-control. Stop talking.
When I do talk you into
you're acting like a child. Stop coming off mute and stop talking. Let me finish my sentence. Here we go. So the point that I'm making is that prior to Donald Trump taking over, and even Donald Trump taking over, going back to the trend for the 3 months prior to Donald Trump taking over, the unemployment rate was going down. With Donald Trump getting in office, Donald Trump has not only slowed the growth of the GDP and slowed the actual drop of interest rates. And this is directly cited by the Fed. But Donald Trump has increased the unemployment rate when it was trending down. That's the point. That's what I've been saying. And that's where I am sticking. The fact that Donald Trump has been bad for the American economy because he's causing people their jobs. 1 second. Patrick, you're back. Patrick, you're weird, right? You keep coming in my chat and you keep saying that, but you won't get up here. So I muted you, Patrick.
Right, don't worry about that.
Hold on
worry about me, dude.
Seriously.
Worry about me right now.
You're disingenuous. Anyway, stop.
How am I disingenuous?
Patrick, get up here or you get the yap from outside of the club. No one cares, Patrick. All right.
Don't worry about him. What I'm saying
go ahead and address
is,
that.
Yeah, I'm going to address that. So what I'm saying is the problem with you guys is you see Trump's unemployment rate and you guys are like, oh, it's significantly higher. But guess what? Obama's almost doubled his unemployment rate, and Obama deported more people.
Yeah,
Obama spent more taxpayer money.
Obama. Who's the president?
Yeah, because
right now?
you support Obama, right?
Who's the president?
So by
right
your
now?
standard, you should
I
also
don't support
Trump.
Obama. Obama's
Why do you not
the
support
president.
Obama?
Because he's not the president. Who's the president?
Trump.
Okay, so
but
why
when
are we
Obama
talking
was in
about Trump?
office, because when Obama was in office, you supported
yeah,
Obama.
but Obama's not in office now. Obama has nothing. Obama has no effect on our life.
My point is everything you're saying
Obama
about
has
Trump.
no. That's
can
fine.
I talk? Can
that's
I talk?
Fine. Obama has no effect on our life.
Can
Please
I talk?
stick to talking about Trump. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna make my point, and then we'll go ahead and move on to Trump. My whole point is that everything.
No.
No.
I don't want to hear you talk about Obama because Obama's not in office. I don't give a shit about Obama. I don't.
But you
I want to talk about Trump.
So why?
I want to talk about Trump, and the only reason I brought up Joe Biden is because we're talking about the last administration. You're not even talking about the last administration. You're not even talking about the administration before the last administration. You're not talking about the last administration. You're not talking about the administration before the last administration. You're literally talking about the administration before the last two administrations. You're going back 3 administrations to talk about Obama. No one gives a shit about Obama, bud. Lock in. We're talking about the unemployment rate and where Joseph Robinette Biden handed over the country and the power to Donald Trump. And since handing over the country and the power to Donald Trump has increased the unemployment rate.
So we don't have a stat to prove what you're saying. So let's compare Donald Trump.
We literally do.
Previous term. So when Donald Trump ran.
Stop it. I just covered the actual unemployment rate where it was handing off the last 3 months of Biden, and then where it has went from handing it over to Biden from
But
Biden.
Trump hasn't finished his term yet.
You don't.
So let's compare. Compared to Trump's last term.
Unemployment is
that would be a better
monthly.
comparison.
Unemployment is reported monthly. I don't want to talk about.
I want to talk about the average as a whole.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about specific points.
Okay,
I want to talk about the average as a whole.
Serious question. Maybe you can help me understand this, and if I can understand this, then maybe I'll let you do it, right? But I need you to do this for me.
Go ahead.
What does talking about what Donald Trump did in his first term with unemployment have to do with the current unemployment rate? The current unemployment rate.
I'm saying Trump hasn't finished his term, so we don't have a whole.
Trump has 3 more years in his term. We're not
exactly.
talking about that.
So we're just you can't just assess him based off his first year.
We're talking about
That's
what's
a false
currently
assessment.
happening. We're talking about what's currently happening over the first 10 months, right?
Yeah,
And
it's
how
not
he
that
has lost
significant
jobs.
from Biden. It's not a significant difference from Biden.
It is. Hey, Kay.
Hey, can I dig in for a minute?
Yep.
Valera, I'm not an Obama supporter. I'm not a Democrat. But what I'm going to tell you this, since you're so stuck on this point, is when you looked up the unemployment rate, it was 7.8%. On his last year, it was 4.3%. And there was also a recession, and you were barely out of your father's balls. So I'm not sure exactly what it is that you think you're accomplishing here by not engaging with the actual conversation. So you're 21, you said you have a job, and that you go to college. Do you live on campus?
Correct.
Okay. So do you have a food stipend? So you go to the hall to eat?
Yeah, I do, but I also have a job and I also pay for, food at Five Guys, at restaurants, like every normal person.
Yeah, I get you. So I'm a parent that already had a child go through college, has a job, same thing. You're not paying utility bills. You're not paying, rent or mortgage. You're not trying to find a house right now. All of these costs have skyrocketed. And as much as you want to lean back in to saying that the short-term harm is worth the long-term goal, it's not, because it would take 10 years minimum to set up things that you're talking about. For example, in the South Shore of Chicago, during Biden's term and the infrastructure project, money was set aside by the federal government and the state government for a project for PsiQuantum, which is going to be a chips manufacturing plant. This still won't be done for 10 years. On that campus, there's going to be over 5,700 jobs at just the plant alone. They will be 67% non, like BA or BS, no college education required, high school diploma only. And 33% will be a mix between like postdoc and your BA and a master's degree. This is huge news because it's being built on land that hasn't been used. But that all happened under the Biden administration's infrastructure bill. And the reason that that's so important is because we still won't even see it until after the next person is president. So it's great that it happened, but he also used targeted tariffs, which made those chips need to be developed here.
Yeah, when you say, but Biden had the worst inflation in 40 years. It peaked at 9.1% in 2022.
You're missing the point. You're missing the point of what I'm saying.
He's just reading that off because if you're not willing to engage in the context, then
no, I'm listening to her. I understand what she's saying.
This is a genuine conversation I'm having with you. I'm not trying to make you Google anything. I'm not trying to make you look up anything. I'm talking about the sheer volume of years it takes to bring those types of jobs to a certain place.
But that's just life. It takes a long time to build things for things to be prosperous.
It doesn't have to, though. That's
yes, it does.
It doesn't. We're
not. It has to be struggle before.
Listen, we are not a country of manufacturing anymore. We stopped that, and that's okay. There are plenty of other countries that are not manufacturing countries.
Yeah, Jesus Trump is going to bring it back. That's his whole plan.
Okay, that is a weird statement. At 21 years old, you idolizing a politician so hard that you can't even see anything that he's doing that's harming people when grocery prices are up 23%.
Oh, that's where I remember this guy from. He kept saying Jesus Trump.
Yes.
Oh.
And he blurred out the last time he was on here, so I'm just waiting for it.
Well, every president is going to have...
Shut up.
Yes, every president has good and bad, and that's why...
Thank you.
I'm a fucking communist. So you can miss me with all of your Democrat this and your Republican this. I'm saying harm reduction. Harm reduction is the whole point. And you guys are out there fighting tooth and nail, calling him God as if, like that helps anything. It doesn't help people that are going to the grocery store. It doesn't do anything. And also, all of this mess that he's created is going to take decades to fix.
Yep.
So while you are protected on your parents' insurance and, sitting in a dorm, I highly doubt that.
Hey, stop speaking. Have some impulse control. Holy shit. Stop it. Be an adult. Sorry,
but you've got a lot of privilege to sit here and say, well, you know what? Everyone's just going to have to hang tight and things will be better in the future. You know what? Some people don't have that long on as the future. Some people need subsidies. Some people need things done now. Some people need things in order to survive. So while you sit there in your privileged tower with the rest of us white folk, you aren't even engaging in a genuine conversation. You want to only talk about Obama when you were fucking 6 years old.
Ma'am, it's not about...
I got a couple things I want to say before you start speaking.
So stop muting me, bro.
Yeah, okay, then have self-control.
You know what? Listen, you have two choices. You can stay on mute and you can wait until Santana's done, or you can go start your own live and have your own guests. But you live in an environment that is hyper fixated on the boundaries in which you live in. You can go out because you have liquid funds to go and buy stuff when other people are one paycheck away from unhousedness. So
It's called working hard. I work hard.
And a bunch of people do it, and we
also
shouldn't
shut
live
up. You're
for work.
fucking 21. You haven't worked hard for shit. Shut up. Sorry. Go ahead and finish your sentence, Kay. And then
I worked hard in high school.
You're 21. Shut the fuck up. Go ahead, Kay.
You live in a very hyper individualistic world. And that's what's harming our country now more than anything else. A lot of people work hard, Valera, but we are not meant to be on this earth in order to work our entire lives to just barely get by. That is not how it's meant to be.
Valera, I just want to read these off and then I'll give you the floor. Okay, seriously, I won't mute you. Just stay on mute for just a few minutes. Let me read these off and then I'll give you the floor. All right, perfect. W's in the chat for Jay Wild. Thank you so much for the $3 donation saying this dude did, excuse me, this dude didn't listen in civics class, did he? He did not. He did not. We understand. W's in the chat as well for Jay Wild. Hey, again, bro, I just said stay on mute. Let me just read these off and I'll let you speak. Holy shit.
All right, go ahead, Lil bro.
All right, thank you. W's in the chat as well for Jay Wild for the $2 donation saying he's giving Frog Boy vibes. I don't know who Frog Boy is, but wouldn't surprise me. W's in the chat for Charles for the $5 donation saying, yep, I got it. Sometimes I fuck up, Charles. I appreciate the $5. I appreciate you correcting that for me. I appreciate you. Thank you. W's in the chat for Corin for the $4 donation. I don't know what the emote was, but yeah. W's in the chat for Madison for the $1 donation. Newest Epstein document says Trump. Ooh, I'm not gonna read this out, but I am going to look for those two documents. Holy shit. Madison, thank you for the $1 and the actual info. I'm gonna go look those up. W's in the chat for Nina for the $10 donation saying, thanks for schooling these kids. Much respect. Nina, thank you so much for the 10. I really appreciate you. W's in the chat for Kelsey for the $1 donation saying, at 21, you are 1 year older. You're a 1 year old adult who hardly scratched the surface yet. One day, hopefully you'll understand. That's the point. Like that's literally the point that we're trying to get across. Like you have so much life to live and you are sitting here and, you know, saying, oh, people just need to stop being lazy. W's in the chat for A for the $19.99 super chat to say, strategic tariffs can make sense, but Trump tariff non-manufacturing products we cannot produce like coffee and fruit. He's also tariffing inputs needed for manufacturing, which have negative benefits. Exactly. W's in the chat for Abe as well for the $1.99 super chat to say 20 to 24 year old unemployment rate is over 9%. Yes, it is. W's in the chat for Rambo for the $5 super chat to say, I have a family of 4 and my grocery bill went from $300 a month to $300 a week. It was just a few cents. Then explain that, dude. Exactly. W's in the chat for Radstorm, who has been a member for 2 months and used his membership to send the message, say, caller, people like to ignore the fact that COVID was the factor of Biden's administration and the Great Recession under Obama. Caller, critical thinking problems are layered. Exactly. That's the point that I was going to say. Like, if you don't want to address those actual reasons, then I don't want to do it. W's in the chat for Fluffy for the $5 donations. And my husband works 2 jobs and is in the oil field. I'm a teacher and law enforcement, and we are struggling to survive. Do we need to get a 3rd job? Exactly. W's in the chat for Radstorm for the $5 super chat to say, caller, how can I work harder when my job shorts me my hours to run 8 hours a single week every quarter to make sure I can't get insurance through work? Exactly. It's all a game for them. And also W's in the chat for Madison to say, yeah, Madison. Oh, I can't wait to look those up. Thank you, Madison. Thank you for the $1. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read those out. Last but not least, guys, if you look up at the top, you see the word follow. You're not following me. This is the backup account. Make sure you hit that follow button for the backup account and also follow the main account. We are bouncing back and forth doing debates on both of them. So make sure that you actually you follow both of them. And if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're friendly, please do not request up. We're only talking to Trump supporters. With that being said, Valero, thank you so much for being patient. I apologize it took so long, but thank you. The floor is officially yours.
You're good. So what I will say to her is,
Okay, that was phenomenal. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Kay. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. I know he has to be pissed. He's back in the request. You're not getting back in here, bud. You're not coming back. He's back in the request. He's like, I waited that long and you're not gonna let me speak. Nope. 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 Okay, I don't know why your camera's on, but we're gonna turn that off. Mr. Magic, are you a Trump supporter? Mr. Magic, are you a Trump supporter? Mr. Magic, are you a Trump supporter? Going once, going twice. Drop it down. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter, guys. We are only looking for some debates. Only looking for some debates. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. Ashley, are you a Trump supporter? Oh, it's this one. Ashley, are you a Trump supporter?
Yep, Mom's here too. Hey, I'm sorry, Santana. I didn't mean to join.
Oh, okay. I'll drop you.
I'm so sorry.
No worries, guys. Look down at the bottom. If you see the pink and blue, you're good. You're good. If you see pink and blue, then you're good. But if you see gray, that means you're in the request. That means you're here. You're ready to debate. So if you're here and you're ready for some debates, make sure if you see that gray, that's what it means. Going from the bottom. There's a lot of people in here.
Hello.
Kenneth, are you a Trump supporter?
No, sadly, but can I just say one quick thing just about the last guy? Yeah.
Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates, guys. Please respect the boundaries. Please respect the boundaries. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are not looking to speak with friendlies. We're only looking for some debates. Unfiltered, are you a Trump supporter? Unfiltered, are you a Trump supporter? Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Trump supporter.
And you're also not American. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debate. Only request up if you're a Trump debates. W's in the chat for Tiffany for the $1 donation saying, my son was like this at 21 and now almost 30. And he calls often to say, damn, mom, you were right. Exactly. It happens. A Miller, are you a Trump supporter? A Miller, are you a Trump supporter? That's wicked. W's in the chat for Scott. Scott sent a $10 donation saying, mother, I just screamed laughing when you kicked that last jackass. Yeah, sometimes you gotta, you gotta do it to him. W's in the chat for Steven for the $2 super chat to say diabolical. Listen, I'm on him. And W's in the chat for Rasson for the $2 super chat to say 50-year mortgage equals modern day economic slavery. Like that 50-year mortgage idea that Trump had is fucking mind blowing. 50-year mortgage combined with like a 15-year car loan, I have no idea what is happening. Like, that's insane. And for anyone that thinks that it's a good idea, like, you don't know things. You absolutely don't know things. What happened? I don't know if this guy's gonna load or not. I don't think that he is going to load. With that being said, MAGA, where you at? Come on now. Come on now. Have I dog walked you all that bad that you don't even want to come up and talk to me anymore? Like it's over 2,000 people here. If you combine the YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, all the places we're live, it's over 3,000 people watching, and you're telling me that you don't even want to come up and have a conversation? You can't be that scared, are you? Come on, MAGA. Come on. They are embarrassed. There, 3,000 people and there is no Trump supporters. Stop it. They're just sitting there quietly and they're all cowards. They're all cowards. They're all just whatever. That's weird. You're weird. Also, stop spamming the weird stuff in my chat. Like, that's weird. I'm gonna mute that because you're weird. Again, where you guys at? Like, seriously, you know that you fucked up when you can't support your guy in public anymore. I don't know why you're requesting back up. You're not even, bro, you don't even go here. You don't even go here. Why would I let you up? Yes, they are burning red hats now. This is the kick in the teeth. They're switching from the red hats to these blue America First hats. But guess who's passing out these blue America First hats? Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is scared. The rest is in denial. Yeah, they are. They are. Peace. That's weird. Please stop spamming. Please stop spamming that as well. That's weird. Yeah, Nick Fuentes is handing out the American First hats. They are literally shifting from bad to worse. W's in the chat for Lori for the $2 donation to say, when I'm 56 years old, I don't need a child with no life experience telling me about life. I was trying to tell him. He didn't want to listen to me. Lori, he didn't want to listen to me. Sorry. MAGA, are you cooked? Are we done? Are you guys willing to admit that you made the worst decision in your life? Are you guys finally ready to admit? You said America first. Cool. Hey, trust me, LOL. I'm gonna mute you. Come up here and tell me about it. Tell me what's America first. Come up here and tell me about it, because there's nothing about Donald Trump that's America first. Nothing. Not even the slightest. Yes, I do mean America. Cool. All right. Trust me. Tell me about America first.
You can hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm like a Nick Fuentes supporter.
You're a groiper?
Yeah, I'm a groiper.
That's weird. Like, I got a question. Hold on a second. Sorry.
Yeah.
1 second. I don't know if you love Mr. Wright. Are you a
Groipers
Trump
don't
supporter?
support. No. Groipers.
Mr. Wright, are you? Oh, he's gone. Okay.
What, you hear me?
The question. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. There was someone else that came up. I was trying to ask him a question.
Okay, I just mute for a bit.
So yeah, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I just recently turned 18.
Okay. And what state do you live in?
Illinois.
What is appealing about Nick Fuentes to you?
Nick Fuentes, he's like more like an American patriot.
How so?
To me, he cares about the American people.
How so?
Hmm?
Hold on a second.
How so?
Elizabeth, are you a Trump supporter? Elizabeth, are you a Trump supporter? All right, Elizabeth, I'm gonna kick you. You said that he's an American patriot. Tell me how so?
He cares about the national identity of America.
What's the national identity of America?
Like white America, Christian America.
So are you saying
he's not like a racist? No, he's not.
No,
I'm not saying
he's definitely a racist.
I mean, he says the N-word for fun. I get that.
Yeah, not just the N-word for fun, but he is openly admitted to like not wanting his kids to grow up around black people. He has,
because like he said, it colors his perception of black people because where he lives in Chicago, right? Blacks commit a lot of crime. They commit like overwhelmingly, and it colors his perception of black people.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, but perception isn't always reality. I mean, you can look at the actual FBI crime statistics. Hey, which demographic leads in all violent crimes in the U.S.?
Black people.
Nope.
By percentage, you know?
Mm-mm.
They're like 13% make 50%.
I hear you. 1350 has been updated. You can't use that anymore. You're pulling this from the 2019 FBI data. But fun fact, the FBI has updated their data since 2019, and white men lead in every category of violent crime. Also, guess what? Hey, question or not question. Sure. Did you know that white men also lead in mass unalivings, right? So these mass shootings that occur at white men, overwhelmingly cishet white men. But then also, did you know that white men overwhelmingly lead in CSAM, right? Touching kids. Did you know that?
No, let me search that up. I don't believe that really.
Yeah, go look it up. They lead as far as touching kids and also mass shooting. Emo, are you a Trump supporter?
Wouldn't it be like liberals doing the mass shootings? Really, liberal whites?
It's not.
You've seen like recent shootings.
Hold on. Wait. You're trying to go away from what we said, but like,
I'm just gonna search it up.
Hold on for a second.
I also wanted to mention that. I wanted to mention that across for 15 years.
Are you a Trump supporter?
No, but I got some stats to back up some of the crime statistics.
Oh, okay. I appreciate it. I have the stats as well. I did a whole video on it, and I also have the information like available. So I appreciate it, but like I'm not just speaking. I literally have the FBI statistics, and I made a whole video that's on my main page breaking down white men and their violent crimes. So there's that. W's in the chat for Danielle for the $1 donation saying ICE is officially in Charlotte, North Carolina, currently not asking for citizenship, rolling up on people in the parking lot with their pew-pews pulled, cuffing and tossing them into white SUVs with tinted windows, currently South Boulevard and narrowed intersection. This is terrifying. Yeah, I saw that they were heading to Charlotte. And of course that sticks out to me because I'm from South Carolina and I spent so much time in Charlotte. So I absolutely knew that was occurring. W's in chat for Jamie for the $25 donation saying roasting the young privileged college student. Yes, that's what we do here. We toast them. Bro was really using Chat GTP and couldn't get an argument off. So like there's that. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Trust me, you were looking up about how white men touch kids. Trust me, you're muted. I'm going to send you a request to come off mute. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates. If you are still on the Trump train, get in the box. Yes. What is that? Why wouldn't you go to the FBI?
Wait, you can hear me or?
Yeah, but why would you go to some random source?
You want me to go to the FBI?
Yeah, go to what are you looking up specifically? Be specific.
It shows the government source of Juvenile Justice Department. Hold on, let me check it out. Hold on.
For what? For anyone trying to figure out what he's doing, he's looking up the amount of white men that touch kids because they lead in that category as far as like touching kids and violent crime. Why are white men so violent in America? That's the question that I have. If any Trump supporters can actually come up and answer that question for me, I would appreciate it. If you can come up and tell me why are white men so violent, right? Why are they committing so much violence and why are they perpetuating mass shootings and why are they actually touching the kids and unaliving the dogs? because they unalive the dogs. If any Trump supporter would like to come and tell me why white men are doing that, then you can get up here too. Did you guys say that's their culture? Holy shit. It's a culture problem? Holy shit. Yes, no, the pets are not safe. The pets are not safe. The kids are not safe. Their family's not safe.
Mention. I can only find it.
It's literally FBI.
Like, can you send me that or whatever?
You literally can go to the FBI crime
you
data.
hear me or?
Yes, I can hear you. You can literally go to the FBI crime data and actually put the information in, and you can filter it by the different types of violent crimes and the different types of information. And also, hey, do you want to know where most crimes occur? Would you like to know that? Trust me. Would you like to know where most?
I have
crimes
a bad internet connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the home. It's kind of like proximity.
In the home is
to
like homicide.
No, in the home, meaning in proximity, meaning like it's kind of like the closer you are to something, that, you know, there might be an increase depending on the people that's around. But again, you know, it's white men. You can go look up the FBI crime data. It's there. He came up trying to do the racism, but I'm so much better at this than him. Like, I'm so much better at this than him. He's not good at this. But don't tell him I said that, chat. Chat, don't let him know I said that. Keep it between us. Keep it between us. Council Culture, how are you?
Hey, good.
You're a Trump supporter, right?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Did you come up to talk about Trump and all this, or did you come up to answer the question about white men?
Obviously about Trump.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. All right. Hey, Groiper, now that we actually have a Trump supporter up here, I'm going to kick you. Go do your research, bud. All right. Council Culture. Hold on. Sorry. A second here. Rise with Stefan. Are you a Trump supporter? Rise? I don't think so. Sorry, I'm just trying to clear out the box. Trying to clear out the box.
And the more support I can get, I appreciate it.
Jenny, are you a Trump supporter? Jenny, you teacupped. Jenny, you teacupped. Okay, Jenny, I'm gonna kick you. All right, Council Culture, help me out. Hey, Debbie's in the chat for the Galaxy. I appreciate you. Help me out. Why are you still on the Trump train?
Well, I think first it's helping us defend ourselves against democratic socialist movement. Right?
You think socialism is a bad thing?
Yeah, I think it is.
Why?
Because you get by not doing the work that it needs to take. Man, I worked my ass off. Like, you just get the benefits without putting in the work in a socialist environment.
I don't think you know what socialism is, bud.
That's what it is.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it is.
What's socialism?
Increase taxes, and then those taxes pay for the benefit of everyone.
Mm-mm. That's not socialism.
Essentially what it is.
In
practice, that's what it is. Maybe it's not the definition, but
it's not in practice either. So there's a difference between socialism and socialist programs, right? It's two different things. Neither one of those things is what you actually said, though.
Okay, so you want to care to elaborate, or?
No, I mean, if you can actually give me the functionality, I would be more willing to accept functionality versus definition. But I'm telling you, the Democrats don't actually work off of the functionality of even what those two things mean, because if they did,
Well,
then they would be winning a lot more elections.
Well, Democratic socialists they're starting to put in place not the definition of socialism, but the practice of it.
Hey, do me a favor. Mute for a second, and I'm gonna read this off and then come back up. Every time you speak, there's like a squealing pitch type thing. I don't know what that is, and like it's every time you speak, I hear it, and it just kind of like rings. W's in the chat for Feisty, who sent a $2 super chat to say, MAGA unalive my 3 dogs. I know, I believe it. W's in the chat for Kim, who sent a $10 super chat to say, when stats reveal white men would be the minority and peep the OD color majority, they freaked out. 90s diversity training. Exactly. Yes. They lost their minds when they realized that they were no longer going to be the majority, but shifting to the minority. And that's because white men realize that if they're not in power anymore and they're not in a majority, they think that other people are going to do all the fucked up shit that they've been doing to them. They literally think it's going to come back around. And so that's why they're so scared. And so that's why they're leaning into Christian nationalism. Because they know they did a lot of fucked up shit and they think other people are going to do the fucked up shit. Anyway, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for you is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted and things appreciated. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. All right, Council Culture, go ahead. Sorry,
is this still making that noise?
Yeah, but you can go ahead. It's weird. Every time you speak, it's like a high pitch, whatever.
I can restart or I can exit out and come back.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. It's weird. It's weird. It's like a dog whistle or something.
I'll be back. Bye.
With that being said, while he figures that out, if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. It was kind of bad. I heard it. Get in the box if you are a Trump supporter, or you know what? I'm here for the shits and giggles, or shiggles, as I always say. If you are a Trump supporter, a white man, and you would like to tell me why are white men so violent in America, request up. I would love for you to come up and tell me why are white men so violent. Ambush, are you a Trump supporter?
Hey, how are you? Yes, I am.
Okay. Did you come up and tell me about why white men are violent, or did you come up and talk about Trump?
Well, white, black, Asian can all be violent.
Yeah, but white men lead the country in every statistic or every category in violent crime. Also, they lead.
Let me stop you there because you're incorrect.
No, I'm very factual. This has been reported. You can look this up with the FBI crime data, but even more so, they also
Santana, why don't you pull it up?
I have a whole video about it on my main page.
Because I don't care about your videos. I'm talking about, like, I don't need your empirical thing. You have empirical data.
Go watch the video, bud. I've already posted all the.
But so black Americans hold the highest violent.
Shishies, bud. I wasn't even finished. Also, white men lead in touching the kids. All right,
you don't have to mute like a coward. It's okay.
You were still talking. I was still speaking. I wasn't finished. You tried to interrupt me. Like I said, so they lead in every statistical category as far as violent crime. They lead in touching kids, and they also lead in mass unaliving, the mass shootings that occur within the United States. They lead in all those categories, and they also lead in unaliving the dogs. Like really, when they unalive their entire
considering
families,
that
they unalive the dogs as well.
Black people make up 14% of the population.
Listen, I know you're trying to go back to the old 1350. That's cool. They've updated the numbers. Ambush, we're not talking about black people right now. We're talking about white men. I want to talk about white men, not black people. So Ambush, why are white men so violent in America today?
Well, anybody can be violent.
Sure, but let's talk about white men specifically. Is that a hard thing for you to do? Why can't you talk about white men?
No. I've been very violent, and I know many white people and black people and Asians that have been violent.
I don't want to talk about other races. We're just talking about white men. I don't want to talk about women.
Why would
I don't
you
want to talk
single
about
out
other
the
races.
race.
Because that's what we're talking about. Thank you for the glasses. We're talking about white men. So again,
So are you trying to push like prejudice and hate, or are you just
no? I'm just trying to understand white men.
Okay, so what is it about white men that has you so infatuated that you want to be one?
Yeah, I don't want to be one. I just want to know, why do you guys?
Well, if that's all
lead
you
in
talk
every
about,
statistical-
Trump,
No,
all you talk about.
Hey, shushies, listen. You're trying to get off topic. You're trying to talk about me. You're trying to talk about other stuff. When you came up, I said, do you want to talk about Trump or do you want to talk about white men? And you said white men. So since you said white men, then we're going to engage in this topic. I would like to know, why is it that white men are so violent in the country?
Are you done?
Yep. And make sure you talk about white men and not something else.
Well, I guess because white men are the forefront of what a male should look like to be able to create and handle violence when necessary. So I guess
okay, so
it makes sense that you'd want to be like us. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you trying to obfuscate. That's cool. So you're saying that since white men are the quote unquote forefront, that's the reason why they're so violent in the country.
Well, it's
so that's
not
why they
for me
lead
to
in
say.
violent
That's just
crime.
statistics.
Well, yeah, okay. That's why they lead in violent crimes. That's why they lead
Not violent.
in mass unaliving. Yes, they do. But so your premise is because they are actually the leaders that they have to lead in all the violent crimes as well.
No. You said, why are white people so violent?
No, I didn't say white people. I didn't say white people. I said white men specifically.
Oh,
We're talking about white men. Yeah.
So
why
are white females not
men so
violent?
violent? White men lead in every statistical category of violence. You keep trying to point
except
again,
violent crime.
So Ambush, I'm going to mute you for a second because I need you to listen. Okay, I need you to listen. I don't want to talk about women. I don't want to talk about other races. I don't even want to talk about.
Don't be such a coward.
Shh. I don't even want to talk about the other things that you think that I am or whatever. Cool. I only want to talk about white men and how they're leading in violence within the country. And I want to know why they're so violent. Why do they have issues with emotional regulation? And how do we address these issues? Better yet, how do we
What's
address
emotional regulation?
You can't stay on mute and let me finish the sentence. That's emotional regulation. You guys are so unhinged that like whenever you come onto a panel on TikTok, if you don't immediately get the floor and get the attention, then you guys crash out. You can't control yourself.
People are tired of hearing you.
Listen, boom, right there. There can't be. There's
You're doing it again.
Hold on. There's over 3,000 people watching right now. 3,000 people. Ambush. I'm pretty sure
that's Little League, Santana.
I'm sure. How many people did you have in your last live, Ambush?
I don't host lives, Santana.
Exactly. So shushies. There's over 3,000 people listening. If they didn't want to hear what I would say, then there wouldn't be 3,000 people listening. Anyway, my point, Ambush, is
you're gonna stop selling yourself.
The actual problem is that you guys don't have emotional regulation. You come up on panel, you
land the
can't have
plane,
a
bro.
You can't even stay on mute and let people talk. If you're not the center of attention and the center of focus, you start to get upset like you're doing right now. Like you're literally emotional. Like you're getting big mad because you don't get to speak. And as a white man in America, you think that you should be able to speak whenever you want to speak. And that speaks to the lack of emotional regulation that you guys don't have. You, white men specifically, have a problem with actually controlling yourself. That's what I'm talking about. Not yet. Anyway, Ambush, would you like to speak to that?
Yes.
Before you do, W's in the chat for Kenneth. Kenneth sent $1.11 donation. Say when Trump supporters say short-term pain for long-term gain, they never have any idea or data to show of any example of long-term gains from tariffs. Yeah, they don't have any information, facts, or just any type of knowledge. Also, W's in the chat for Rad. Rad sent a $2 super chat to say, fun facts, Asians are the minority in the world, XD. W's in the chat for Troll, who sent a $10 super chat to say, white men make up 30% of the population, but make up 70% of the grape arrests based on the FBI data statistics of 20 years. Yep. Debbie's in the chat for Scott for the $9.99 super chat to say, after what Ambush said, I like to turn my white man card. I like to turn in my white man card. Anyone know where the office is located? It's located at a Home Depot. It is. Debbie's in the chat, guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted, anything's appreciated. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. All right, Ambush, you were just about to tell me why white men can't control themselves. Ambush, you're muted. Ambush, I'm going to send you a request to come off mute. You're muted, bud. Ambush, you there? Ambush. I think he forgot how to use the mute button, which is wild because he couldn't stay on mute when it was time for him to be quiet. But now that it's time for him to talk, he doesn't know how to come off mute. Ambush, I just sent you another request to come off mute. He's definitely.
I was just letting you make yourself look more like an ass, but go ahead. What did you want?
No, I said the floor is yours.
Okay, cool. What's your next topic? Since we beat that to
you were
death.
telling me about white men. Why are white men so violent in America? You're getting ready to tell me about that.
I don't know why you're so
you guys
scared
don't
of
have
white
emotional
people,
control.
Why are you so scared of white people?
W's in the chat as well for Jennifer for the $10 donation saying, living with the Louds, Ambush is a cowardly male. He is. He's absolutely a cowardly male. Thank you so much for that $10 super chat. Also, W's in the chat for Fluffy for the floatings over on YouTube as well. I really appreciate you guys. If anyone else like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat. Ambush, why can't white men regulate themselves emotionally? Hey, Lego. Yeah. What? Turn up. Ambush. 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 Are you done? Ambush, you there, bud? Ambush, you there, bud? I'm gonna mute you guys. I want you to come up and tell me about it. Not only can he not emotionally regulate, he's also stupid, guys. I'm sorry. Chat, I'm sorry. I brought someone up here that's stupid. My bad. That one's on me. I should not have brought a stupid person on the panel. Chat, will you please forgive me? I apologize. Chat.
You done yet?
Yeah, the floor is yours.
Cool. What's your next topic?
You were telling me why white men don't have emotional regulation.
I already told you because you want to.
W's in the chat for Susan. Susan sent a $10 donation saying, thank you. Thank you, Susan. I really appreciate you. You're absolutely awesome. Susan, you're a superstar. Thank you so much for that $10 donation. My bad. Go ahead, Ambush. Do, 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 do. 45, 47. Do, 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 do. 45, 47. 30, 40, 45, 47. Do, 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 do. 45, 47. Ambush, the floor is yours. We all know he's crashing out. We know what he's doing. He's punching the air right now. He's absolutely punching the air right now. Thank you for the money gun. Yes, Ambush is a racist. Howdy, partner. Ambush is absolutely a racist. And this is what we do when we get racist. We call them out on their BS and we hold them accountable. But, you know, racist races are stupid, so it's kind of hard for them to actually articulate any point.
Gino, thank you for the follow. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're good. He's having a hard time actually articulating himself. But you can.
Chrissy, thanks for the rose.
W's in the chat for Tiffany. Tiffany, thank you so much for the $1 donation. Saying this is why white men are single and lonely.
Bobby,
it is absolutely why they are single and lonely, because they have no actual control. W's in the chat for Danielle for the $1 donation to say white men can't regulate themselves because they're insecure. They have to claim their skin is superior because geez, I'm not gonna say that last part. Not gonna say that last part, guys. W's in the chat. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Everything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. Like I said, hey, bud, are you okay? You're literally proving that you don't have that emotional regulation that I talked about.
Jeffrey with the follow.
Why can't you actually regulate yourself? What's happening? He's crashing out, chat. I think I broke him.
Beth with the follow.
I think I broke the racist.
Andrea.
I broke the racist, chat. Holy smoke, he's crashing out.
Oh, you're still here?
This is not your bud. This is my.
You're still here?
Yeah. You're crashing out bad.
Sorry, I was saying thank yous.
I hear you. All right. Enough of the games. Enough of the games.
Go ahead.
No, seriously. Enough of the games. The floor is yours.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to do that.
No, go ahead.
No, the floor is yours.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Why
Bobby,
are white
with the
men
follow.
unable
Thank
to
you,
actually
Bobby.
unregulate?
This is
They
fucking
can't
cool,
regulate
dude.
themselves like emotional ambush.
Rosario.
W's in the chat for Darius for the $5 donation, saying you can read this out loud. Sure.
No one
talking
cares.
about white dudes, they're always CK and Charlie.
No
Kirk,
one cares.
And their conservatives talk about black people. The lost irony is this idiot. I bet he never criticized white dudes the way that he criticizes us. Listen, we know for a fact that there is like an inferiority complex, and I don't know why, but like being racist is like wild, right? Because I mean, not only is people like Ambush stupid, but like being racist is so. Did you guys know that there was a study completed that the United States has lost over $16 trillion due to racism? And you know, like people like Ambush is literally costing us so much money. It's weird. W's in the chat for Sheila for the $15 donation, saying MAGA are so unhinged. Keep up the good work, Santana. I will. Thank you so much for the 15. W's in the chat for Darlene for the 2, saying Ambush is sick. Ambush is sick to be obsessed with Harry, Parker, and Dean. Look at his page. Much love and respect. I can believe it. They're always, again, we've already talked about their infatuation with, you know, the things that they do. I'm not going to bring that up again, but you know, it is what it is. W's in the chat for Latoya for the $2 donation and say, Ambush is, why is he such a B word? Latoya wants to know why you're a B word, Ambush. That's not
Morgan with the rose. Thank you.
No one's giving you a rose. We would be able to see that. You're lying. You're a liar.
Well, I'm just doing what you do.
Yeah, but you're a liar. But I'm not lying. That's the difference. You're lying.
Show us your donations.
Why would I have to show you my donations?
Because you're lying.
Why would I be lying about donations? I'm literally reading this out. No, I don't have to show you my donations.
Because you're lying.
I'm lying about getting donations.
Liar. Show us.
I'm lying about getting donations. No.
Show us real quick, Santana. 3 seconds. Just show us.
Why would I have to show you my donations? That's weird.
Because you're a liar.
How am I lying?
You shout them out, but you won't show them.
And when have I ever shown donations? Who shows donations?
Because you're a liar. You're a liar.
What am I lying about? What am I lying
Show us
about?
your donations.
What am I lying about, Ambush?
Show us your donations, Santana.
Sure. What am I lying about?
Your donations. Show us.
What am I lying about? You can see the donations as well on YouTube. W's in the chat for Nathan for the $2 super chat to say, Ambush, you're a white man. Why are white men so violent? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Exactly. He's always going to plead the 5th.
Look at the lies.
W's in the chat for
what
Eugene,
a liar.
who sent a $75 from Uruguay to say you had to supervise exams.
You're all nervous
I had to
now.
supervise exams all day and couldn't join the live. Missed you. I miss you too. Also, whispered, "Shushies is my new motto." Exactly. Shushies from Uruguay. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Also, W's in the chat for Jill for the $1.11. Say Santana. I just got here. Can you please fill me in? What do I miss with this clown? He's just a racist. We're
lying.
Actually, what's happening right now is we're just triggering a racist. That's the only functionality of what we're doing right now. We're just triggering a racist.
I'd be kicked if I was
in the
racist.
chat for Lacey. Lacey sent a $5 donation saying, I live for you to call people bud and tell racist white fucks the SYBAU from a white girl that isn't
Scared
a
is what you are.
waffle like him. He is. Debbie's in the chat for Samantha for the $10 donation saying, Ambush, you're literally proving his point for him. Thank you, Santana. Exactly. Absolutely. Debbie's in the chat for Carlos for the $2 donation. This guy is the result of broken. Holy shit, he is. Debbie's in the chat for Linda for the let's see. He said proof of my donation. Get that nasty white man out of here. Exactly. Debbie's in the chat for Kim for the $25 donation saying, because I appreciate you, Santana. Let Ambush know that my donation was real. It was absolutely real. It was absolutely real. Debbie's in the chat for Darlene for the $2 donation saying, please tell Ambush to shut up about getting followers. He's at the same 70 followers. That's what it is. Amber, Debbie's in the chat for Amber for the $5 donation saying, I bet Ambush won't say any of this with his face showing. They never do. They never come on camera. Debbie's in the chat for DJ. What up, DJ Tony? Who sent a $10 donation saying, tell Ambush to, I can't say that on live. He's just jealous and nobody value his opinions. Much love. Much love to you, DJ Tony. It's been a while. Debbie's in the chat for Elizabeth for the $1 donation. They're saying fake donations for the grift. Debbie's in the chat for Coley, who sent a $5 donation saying fake donation from a fake follower. Thank you for all that you do. Ambush has some issues he needs to talk to someone about. He does. Therapy is a thing. And Debbie's in the chat for Maisie for the $1 donation saying, I know his kids are embarrassed. They are absolutely embarrassed. Absolutely embarrassed. Guys, I apologize that we derailed for so long, but one of my favorite games is triggering a racist. Sorry. That's all that really was just now. It was literally just triggering a racist. That was the only functionality of what I was just doing. King, are you a Trump supporter?
I am not, but I was just going to answer the white man thing that you were talking about.
I appreciate you. I'm going to go ahead and look for some debates. I was literally just looking to trigger a racist. W's in the chat. Thank you for the cake. I don't really want to talk about white men, but I wanted to trigger a racist. That was it. Colin, are you a Trump supporter?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get on. I'm sorry.
No worries. Let's see here. Oh, you're back. I didn't see you in the box from my other account. All right, cancel culture. How are you?
Hey, good.
It's still there. Let's see if we can get through it, and as long as it's not too bad, then we'll continue to talk. It's just like a squeaky.
I hard reset my phone, bro. I don't know what else to do.
Hold on 1 second. You said please stop doing the kissy thing. Why? Does it make you uncomfortable because you like my kisses? Why does me kissing the little hearts make you uncomfortable? I like kissing the little hearts. Does that make you uncomfy? That sounds like a you problem. Anyway, go ahead, cancel culture.
Yeah, so I don't know where we left off, but I think one of the reasons why I support Trump is because it's kind of a plug into becoming a socialist country, is what I think.
Yeah.
And so it's invigorated.
Hold on a second. CJ, are you a Trump supporter? CJ, are you a Trump supporter?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Are you a Trump supporter?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. CJ, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, so I was until I started watching yours and Dean's and Parker's lives, man. You guys converted me, so I just wanted to pop on and tell you I appreciate you, man.
All right.
Keep doing what you're doing because I've learned a lot from you.
Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates. Cancel culture, I promise you I'm going to try to talk, but like that sound is wicked. Are you on like a Bluetooth or anything?
No, dude, I'm on my straight up phone. Like right now, it's doing it.
Yeah, every time you speak.
I'll just listen and then. Sorry, I'll join another time.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Guys, you guys better stop sending it. It's making the other guy uncomfy.
Sorry.
Yeah. Why is it that why is it that certain men get like so terrified of anything that they deem to be like quote unquote feminine? Like, why does that bother them so much? It's so weird. Marlon, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
You are? You said yes, then no. Which one? Marlon? Okay. I don't know what just happened. Marlon said yes, then said no. Yeah, I don't understand why like anything, it makes them so uncomfortable. It's so weird. Chelsea, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Okay, perfect. Hey, you got a little bit of echo.
Oh, I don't know why.
Do you have me on a Bluetooth or anything?
No, just on my phone.
Can you swipe up just for a second like you're going to check a text message and then come right back?
Yeah.
Hey, Jade.
Is it better?
Let's see. No, it's still a little bit of an echo, but it's still better than like the dog whistle thing that was just happening. Can I say a couple of quick thank yous and then we'll get started?
Yeah.
W's in the chat for Brooke. Hey, Brookie, for the $1 donation saying much love. Much love to you. W's in the chat for Faye for the $5 donation for fake donations. W's in the chat for James for the $20 donation saying keep up the good work, brother. You know it. I appreciate you, James. And W's in the chat for Jonathan for the $5 donation saying you have to look up the new files yet super curious. Look up new files yet super curious to see what they say. Love you, Santana. Keep up the good work. Someone sent me something and I'm not going to read it out yet, but I have to go look at it. And I promise you, it's going to be fucking wild. If it's what they say it is, then it's going to be fucking wild. Also, W's in the chat for Heather for the $5 super chat to say this donation is a lie. W's in the chat for Tara for the $5 donation. And trust me, Ambush, Santana does not want to say this. Fun fact, brown eggs are whole wheat. They are. W's in the chat for Feisty for the $10 super chat to say lie. W's in the chat for CJ for the $10 super chat to say you're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar. Children and mentally unregulated, childish and mentally unregulated is diabolical. They are. W's in the chat for Black Goddess for the $10 don't super chat to say love you, Santana. Watching while white guys spiral is so fun. It is. And massive W's in the chat for Troll, who sent a $50 super chat to say romance medias portray white men as primarily sexual interests, making them feel entitled to consent. But this does not translate to individual levels. So when they are denied, they're forcibly take it. This is why they are leading great proof. Yeah. Thank you so much for the $50 super chat. If anybody else likes support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. Sorry, Chelsea, go ahead. Why are you still on the Trump train? It's kind of weird now, right?
Well, okay. So I supported Trump because I felt we were better off with Trump before than with Biden, just because of the cost of living, inflation, and everything else. And I mean, I don't like where it's at right now, but I still do like it better than, socialism or communism or anything like that.
What's communism? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What's communism?
What's communism?
Mm-hmm.
It is basically, I mean, people say that Trump is a dictator or whatever, but I mean, it's more of like a dictatorship and a lot more restricted. You don't have free speech. You don't have, a lot of
that's
your rights.
A dictatorship. Like you called that one right. That's not communism. That's definitely a dictatorship.
Yeah, it's to me, it's kind of similar. And
It's not though. The words have meaning, friend.
Communism is.
She's going to look it up, chat. She's going to look it up.
No, I'm not. And
why'd you swipe out?
Right, because I got a text message. Sorry, but
okay, yeah, I couldn't hear anything that you said when you swiped out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so hold on. I wanted first off, you were talking about the.
No, you were telling me what communism is.
Communism, I think of like China, where they don't have any rights in anything.
China
and it's just like
rights,
people,
but that's not. China isn't communist. Again, the only point that I'm trying to make is maybe like we shouldn't use words if we don't know what they mean. Right? I mean, communism is a stateless, classless, moneyless society. Socialism is when the workers own the means of production, and so they get equal states in the production. Like, so it's different things, and so like throwing those words around without actually knowing what they mean is like not good.
Okay. But I also,
and you were talking about a dictatorship, which is bad.
Right. And I mean, people always say that Trump is a dictator. I don't feel that way. I mean, yeah, he said he'll be a dictator on day one. He can't, I mean, okay, so I agree his tweets and everything are a little bit too much.
Yeah, but Donald Trump's a fascist.
I don't think he's really necessarily racist, and
well, yeah, but you're not engaging with the things that I'm saying. I mean, he's definitely racist, but he's also a fascist. Do you know what fascism is?
Yeah, I
you know
still
what fascism
don't. Yeah, yes. Can you hear me?
Yep. So he meets all 14 tenets of fascism, including the 9 principles of fascism.
What are the 9 principles?
Well, so there's 14 total tenets of fascism, but there's 9 of them specifically where if you meet those 9, if you meet 9 out of the 14, you are a fascist. But again, like it's more important to talk about the fact that Donald Trump meets all 14 tenets of fascism, not just the 9 principles.
Okay. I mean, like the militarism, do you think it's like because he's getting National Guard? Is that why?
Well, I mean, I can give you examples for everything, but yeah, I mean, powerful and continuing nationalism, disdain for the recognition of human rights, identification of enemies / scapegoats as a unifying cause, supremacy of the military, rampant sexism, control of mass media, obsession with national security, religion and government intertwined, corporate power is protected, labor power is suppressed, disdain for the intellectuals and the arts, oppression with crime and obsession, holy smokes, obsession with crime and punishment, rampant cronyism and corruption, and fraudulent elections. Like he meets all 14 tenets of fascism.
I wouldn't agree with all of them. I mean, I can see your views on some of them. No.
Okay, how about this? I'll run through all of them and give you an example really quickly, okay?
Okay.
And you tell me where I'm wrong.
Okay.
Sounds like a deal?
Yep.
Okay. And so what this is going to serve as a purpose just for everyone that's watching, right? Just an FYI. If I ever finish editing this video, which I'm going to put out, I did the video of Donald Trump and the 14 tenets of fascism. And I detailed all 14 ways that Donald Trump is a fascist. So we're going to run through that really quick, and I'm going to give you that a little bit of example. All right, so powerful and continuing nationalism. We can talk about the Make America Great Again slogan, the Trump flags, the overarching like the gold Trump deities, and even people getting Trump tattooed on their forehead. And then
you kind of just crazy fans, though. That's not really like I would say him.
That's literally
like,
MAGA. Like that's the persona of MAGA.
Yeah, I mean,
I even have a video of like multiple songs that have been created specifically for Donald Trump and MAGA, including "I will vote for Donald Trump," but it's not like just Latinos for Trump. There's the Black people. They made a rap about Trump. Kid Rock made a song about Trump. Like it's across the board. But that's just the first one.
That's kind of, I don't know, just being like a weird super fan kind of thing.
Fascist regimes tend to make constant use of patriotic mottos, slogans, symbols, songs, and other paraphernalia. Flags are seen everywhere, and as are flag symbols on clothing and public displays. That's what powerful and continual nationalism is. Tell me where that doesn't line up with what I was just telling you.
Because I could say that Biden has, a whole bunch of merchandise and flags and everything, and I saw stuff for Biden also.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. But again, you remember when we first started, I said that there's 14 tenets of fascism, and in order to be deemed a fascist, you have to meet the 9 principles of fascism. And I said that Donald Trump meets all 14. So if you meet one of the tenets, that does not mean you're a fascist. If you meet 5 of the tenets, you may still not be. You're kind of fascist, but you're not a fascist. If you meet the 9 principles, then you're a fascist. But if you meet all 14, like Trump, you're a super fascist. And that's my point. So you can sit here and say, well, they do this and they do that. Yeah, you're right. I mean, as far as one-offs.
So I wouldn't be considered on really the MAGA train or even MAGA at all, but I do support him. But I mean, I guess kind of not out loud, just because, I mean, people around here are getting their vehicles vandalized and everything just for having a Trump sign in their front yard or something. So
Where?
I don't,
Where's that happening?
Oh, it's in Ohio.
Where in Ohio? I'll look it up. I want to see that.
It's in Reynoldsburg.
Reynoldsburg,
They have
cool.
the No King rallies and stuff, and I don't know, just the whole politics things is just crazy how people are on both sides are just like, oh, MAGA, da 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 da, and then oh, No King and anti-Trump and whatever. All of that is just crazy. So they're
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, you can look up the Reynoldsburg, Ohio, the No Kings protest, and then
I'm not looking for the protest. I'm looking at you saying they're getting their vehicles vandalized. That's what I'm looking for.
Yes. Yep. And then in Pataskala, Ohio, also. I can spell that.
Let's see. Reynoldsburg. Okay, so it looks like in this is recapped in November and August. There were about says large scale break-in in the subdivision Hold Road affecting. Oh no, this was break-ins. Hold on, let's go here. Wait.
What?
Wait. This is from December 5th, 2020.
No, it was from this.
I see. Wait, I see. Hold on. No, see, this is from 2016. 2025.
2024 and 2025, yeah.
Yeah, it's saying here, in October 2025, Greater Columbia's recent protests against Donald Trump have been occurring in the wider Columbus area, including Reynoldsburg and Pickerton. I think that's how you Pickerton. But no major reports of car destruction were associated with them.
I mean, I know people firsthand who have got their eggs that got their cars egged and the side of their house egged too, because they had a Trump sign out there.
Did they call it in, or did they just tell you about it?
No, they made a police report about it.
Why hasn't it, why is there no documentation of it?
I don't know. I mean, I can maybe try to check the records in Reynoldsburg and see.
Is this a trust me, bro?
Is this a what?
Is this a trust me, bro?
No, I swear it's, yeah.
You know what I was able to find?
Reynoldsburg and Pataskala.
The New Republic, breaking news: man drives a truck through No Kings protest, hitting woman and speeds away. As an estimated 7 million people across 2,700 municipalities peacefully demonstrate against the Trump administration at No Kings events Saturday, reports of violence have thus been far and scant, except some instances which appear MAGA instigators targeted the pro-democracy protests. The notable incident came out of Jackson Township, Ohio, where a No Kings participant's leg was injured in a hit and run. Witness told local outlets that the man driving a white pickup truck deliberately veered into the grass where protesters were seated and hit a 53-year-old woman speeding off. Whew. Chelsea. Whew.
I mean, I'm not a MAGA supporter. I don't consider myself MAGA. I'm not crazy about it. So, I mean.
Yeah, but you sat here and told me about like cars getting vandalized and eggs being thrown, and I can't find anything about eggs or vandalization. But I mean, it was super easy for me to find about the guy running over the protesters at the No Kings rally.
I didn't hear about that personally, but I believe it.
Yeah. So maybe the reason why people don't, or you may feel like people don't like Trump supporters, is because the things that Donald Trump is doing is actively harming the country and the world as a whole.
Mm-hmm. I mean, inflation is up. The price of living is up. I do agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that he's a dictator. I don't think, any of that stuff. I know there's hate on both sides.
He's a fascist. We were going through the 14 tenets and you cut me off at the first
we
one.
went through one.
Yeah, but there's 14. He meets all 14. He's a fascist. Also, W's in the chat for Jody. Jody's just sent $1 donation saying federal agent just pew-pewed someone in North Carolina. Kay, can you look that up for me and send it to me if you have it? Said a federal agent just shot someone in North Carolina. Let me know. I would love to be able to read that out. See if you can find that for me, please, Kay. Thank you. All right. So I guess going back to the premise of everything, like, sorry, go ahead.
Why is everyone so mean in the chats? Like, why? Why does it have to be just because I have a different view as everyone else? Like, why is everyone so?
You voted for hate.
Not really. I voted for.
You literally voted for hate.
It was a better economy, and when Trump was in than when Biden was in.
It wasn't.
Name
one thing. Name one thing in 26 in Donald Trump's first administration that he did to actually improve the economy. Name one piece of legislation he passed. The gas prices were low because of Barack Obama, and Donald Trump actually caused the increase of gas prices. Can you name one piece of legislation that that Jimothy passed that positively impacted the economy?
That what? Jim? What did you say?
Jimothy.
Who's that?
Donald Jimothy Trump.
Oh, okay.
That's what the J stands for. You didn't know that?
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, Donald J. Trump. Donald Jimothy Trump.
So I voted because it was easier for me to get by, and
sure, I'll accept that. I'll accept that. What piece of legislation did Donald Trump pass to actually make it easier to get by?
This time or last time?
Last time.
I would say. I'm trying to think what he did last time.
Think about it for a second. W's in the chat for Darius, who the $5 super $5 donation saying when MAGA says it's both sides, it means it's overwhelmingly their side. It absolutely is. W's in the chat. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm not MAGA again, so please stop.
How many times have you voted for Trump?
Once. And that was just last
in 2020.
I did not vote.
Who did you vote for in 2016?
Oh, wait, hold on. In 2020. Hold on.
Biden versus Trump.
No, I did not vote. And then in 2016, I did vote. No, I vote Democrat in 2016, actually.
Who'd you vote for?
What was it? It was Obama, and then it was I'm trying to remember his name.
Why the fuck you lying?
Hillary.
Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
It was Hillary.
You didn't vote for him.
I did, actually.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Anywho, so name the thing that you said that Donald Trump did in his first term that actually made life better as far as the economy for everyday Americans.
Prices of prescriptions.
He didn't do anything for prices of prescriptions.
Yeah, he passed the bill to make prescriptions and what is it? The diabetes, the insulin that my dad.
Yeah. There was a temporary bill that was passed. Joseph Robinette Biden passed an actual bill that lowered the cost of prescription medication and capped insulin. And since Donald Trump has got back in office, he's actually removed those protections, and now prescription prices are going back up. So I guess, again, still going back, if you're saying that Donald Trump did something that was beneficial by actually helping lower the cost, and then Joseph Robinette Biden actually lowered the cost even more and put a cap on it, wouldn't that mean that you would actually vote for the person that did the better of the two?
Okay, so I don't know what cap he put on there, but
$35 cap on insulin.
Biden put on there,
$35 cap on insulin. That's what Biden.
It was not $35. My dad has diabetes.
There was a $35 cap on insulin.
We actually were buying it from a Canadian place because it was cheaper to get it through there than what it was.
I mean, I don't know about your individual situation, but I'm telling you that specifically there was a bill passed to put a $35 cap on insulin. And so I was saying insulation. Holy smokes, Chad. I'm sorry. So if you're telling me that for some reason you were paying over that and you have to go to Canada and all this other stuff, then I would say one, maybe find out why the people were trying to overcharge you, or two, maybe someone was doing something wrong, but there was a $35 cap that was in place.
Because I know he was paying a lot more when Obama was in there, and that whole mess, like.
Oh, wait, hold on. Does he have Medicaid? I'm sorry, Medicare. Does he have Medicare?
Medicare, yeah.
He has Medicare?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, he definitely should have had it. W's in the chat for Joe for the $4 donation, saying we're mad in the comments because Trump masked security police officers is snatching mothers off the street while he tears down 1/3 of the White House to build Lockheed Martin funded ballroom and doubles his personal wealth in 9 months. W's in the chat for Joe. Joe is telling you why he's mad. Chelsea, Joe told you exactly why the chat is mad and why you're saying they're nasty. Like they literally just came at you. Anyway, W's in the chat for Joe. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live.
Why are you mad at me?
Well, because you voted for hate. I keep saying that, and you're trying to tell me what you voted for wasn't for hate, but like Donald Trump literally before getting reelected said like he was going to be hateful and harmful to everyone, and you still voted for him. Donald Trump said that immigrants were poisoning the blood of America. Donald Trump said that they were varmint. Donald Trump said that he was going to put tariffs on everyone, which is a tax. Donald Trump said that he was going to harm Donald Trump said he wanted to be a dictator on day one. Donald Trump has been openly and adamantly saying how he was going to do all the hateful, harmful shit, and he's doing it. And now you're confused why people are mad at you for voting for the hateful, harmful shit.
I mean, I'm not considered MAGA. I don't go around sitting there running people over.
Yeah, listen. The fun fact: you're trying to throw stones and hide your hand just because you say I'm not MAGA. MAGA is the Republican Party now, and Donald Trump has exiled anyone who does not actually fall in line with MAGA. That's why people like Dick Cheney, people like Mitt Romney, people like Adam Kissinger, none of them actually voted for Donald Trump because they're Republicans. Everyone else, like you're MAGA. You're MAGA. You want to hide from it. You want to run from it because things are like really bad under what Trump is doing. But if you voted for Trump in this past election, you are absolutely MAGA.
Okay.
W's in the chat for Kelsey for the $1 donation, saying, keep explaining fascism. Stop letting her pivot. You only cover the first one. Well, I'm good with it because, again, I got to finish freaking editing this video and put it out. But I did a whole video on the 14 tenets of fascism and how Trump exhibits all 14. So I will be putting that on my YouTube page. Santana Speaks is the YouTube page. We're over 11,000 followers over on the YouTube. It's almost 12,000. Also, W's in the chat for Amanda for the $2 super donation. Say people still support him. Are MAGA exactly? You actively still support him today.
I mean, he hasn't finished his term. Right now, I don't like where it's at right now, currently, because it is getting pretty hard to survive. And I know lots of people who are unemployed and can't find a job. And yeah, but I did end up voting for him in the beginning. But yeah, I will agree. It's not good right now. The job market isn't good. Nothing is good right now.
Yeah, but Donald Trump calls it. And like Donald Trump said that he was going to do it. Like, see, again, this is why people are mad, right? Because you're pretending as if you're surprised that things are bad, but like Donald Trump literally said that he was going to make things bad, and you guys voted for him because what? You were talking about eggs. You're saying eggs were too high, but now you guys don't really give a shit about eggs. You guys said gas was too high, not understanding that like the president doesn't control the cost of gas. Like, you guys voted for Donald Trump, not really understanding things. Thank you for the cake. And now you guys are wondering why people are pissed off at you.
Okay.
And also you don't have humanity, because I just told you all those things. And you're just like, okay.
I just agreed with you that I don't like where things are right now.
Yeah, but you caused it. Like literally, you voted for this, though. I mean, like
I voted for him.
Yes, but see, hold on. See, but this is the thing. If Donald Trump was like, "Oh, I'm gonna, I'm gonna establish universal health care. I'm gonna give free food to everyone. I'm gonna make sure that everyone has a. We're gonna raise the minimum federal wage," and he said that he was gonna do all of that, and then, like literally, you voted for him, and then he got in office, and he's like, actually, this is like the Pride Lands on fucking Lion King, and we got green fire shooting from the ground and like all the bad shit. Like, that would be different, but he didn't do it. He told you from the beginning, I'm gonna turn the fucking Pride Land into the scene from the Lion King when Scar was in place, and you was like, yep, give me some of that.
No, I voted for him because he said he was going to be making jobs, which that did not happen. He said he was going to be.
How did he say he was going to make jobs?
By bringing manufacturing over here. That's pretty much how he ran it.
How is he going to bring manufacturing?
By building plants and building manufacturing plants and bringing that all over here.
How?
What do you mean how? Buying land and building a.
The government doesn't buy land and then build shit. That's not how it goes. You don't buy land and then build shit. Do you want? Okay, so are you advocating for communism?
No.
Okay, so if you're not advocating for communism, or then you don't want the government purchasing and building like businesses.
No, I mean he was trying to bring people over here, make it hard for them to. Listen, make it hard for them to do it overseas, like the John Deere thing.
How does tariffs encourage people to build in the United States? How?
Because that would make it easier. You don't have to pay tariffs. It's going to be cheaper.
How large of a tariff do you think you have to put on someone to actually make the break-even cost similar to what it is to actually manufacture outside of the U.S.?
I don't know. I don't know.
In order to the level of tariff that would need to be placed has never been placed on any country in any point in history, because the cost of making goods in the U.S. versus cost of making goods outside of the U.S., they're not even close. And the main factor, the main reason is because you have to pay the workers, and the cost of living is so much higher here in the U.S. than the rest of the country. So you letting someone say, oh, we're going to use tariffs to bring back manufacturing. One, that doesn't make sense, because tariffs don't entice people to create manufacturing. And two, you would have to put like 200,000% tariffs on people or some shit in order to actually make the cost equitable, in order for them to say, you know what, the cost of the U.S. goods is cheaper or similar. I'm going to get it. The only thing that they're doing is they're adding additional costs to the imported product, and people are still buying the imported product because it's still lower than the American product, but they're just paying more now.
Okay. Yes, but also so where I'm at in Ohio, I don't know why you're laughing, but where I'm at in Ohio,
I was laughing because you were just like,
in
yes.
Albany, yeah, I get what you're saying on that, but in New Albany, they were building a huge Intel plant, which I don't know what the fuck is going on with it now because it's stopped and everything. I don't know.
Yeah, you want me to tell you what happened to that?
He brought
You
that.
wait. Would you like for me to tell you what happened to that? Because that's one of my favorite stories to tell. Can I tell you what happened to that? Can I please? Can I tell you please? Okay, cool. They stopped because Donald Trump put fucking tariffs on everything and they can't afford to actually build there anymore. And so instead of actually building a facility in Ohio, it's now just farmland. Donald Trump fucked them over so bad that they stopped building. That's what happened to it. That's one of my favorite stories to tell. Donald Trump fucked them over, and now it's just farmland.
Why would he do that when he got them over
Because
here?
tariffs don't work, bud. Tariffs don't fucking work. Tariffs are a tool. You can't just put tariffs on everything. They're a tool. You can't just say everybody get a tariff. This is not Oprah. We're not passing out cars. Tariffs it does not work that way. And you guys don't know this. You didn't look it up and you just accept it. That's why I kept saying, when I kept asking you how, the reason why I kept saying how is not because, I'm trying to be some like Jedi mind trick or something. It's because you guys did not ask the question why or how, or you didn't actually want information or detail. You heard Donald Trump, a fucking snake oil salesman, sitting here telling you, oh, baby, I love you, baby. I love you. Just come on, baby. I love you. And you guys listen to that shit and like, oh, maybe he does love me, and never, ever question him. And that's the thing.
Okay. I get that prices have all gone up because of the tariffs. I didn't know that was the reason because of Intel.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Fuck him over.
That's crazy when he's the one who sat there and like brought them over.
He didn't bring them over. And Donald Trump is super bad for business. Donald Trump, did you know Donald Trump caused the largest spike in recent history of farmers in his first administration for bankruptcy. Bankruptcy spiked by 24% for farmers under Donald Trump's first administration. Donald Trump got handed a prime economy from Barack Obama, so much so that within Donald Trump being in office less than 2 months, he held this massive press conference saying, we have the greatest economy in the history of the world, pretending that he actually did something, but he didn't. And Donald Trump was able to ride Barack Obama's economy until he passed the TCJA, which added $4 trillion to the debt and then started to cost people their jobs. And even prior to COVID, Donald Trump's job numbers.
What is that? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that.
With what?
The 4 trillion that he added. What was that?
The TCJA, Tax Cuts and Jobs Act.
Okay.
Yeah, he added $4 trillion to the debt.
Yeah, I know.
And then at the same time, it started to cost people jobs before the start of COVID, and then he cost over 1 million Americans their lives during COVID because he actually told them that it was, not a big deal and it's like the flu and all this other shit. So like literally, you guys don't understand that how bad he actually was. And for some reason, you just thought, Orange Man good, when really it is Orange Man bad. The issue is the Democrats had a bad problem or had an issue with being able to tell you why Orange Man bad. And now we're really realizing, yeah, Orange Man is bad. Like Orange Man real bad. Like Orange Man fuck shit up bad.
Yeah. I can see that. But I mean, I don't look up every single thing that he passes and everything. I was seriously just going off of
vibes.
No, I don't like his vibes. I don't
You were literally going off vibes. You weren't going off any facts.
No, I was going off how I was and from
vibes. You were going off vibes.
20.
Yeah, vibes.
No. How much money I kept in my pocket back then compared to what it was with Biden with everything raising.
Yeah. Did you know that Donald Trump was directly related to everything raising?
Related with everything what?
That the cost of everything going up, Donald Trump was directly related to it.
With Biden or right now?
combination. Like literally, hold on a second. W's in the chat for the Savage Mom, who sent a $2 donation saying she voted for white women but couldn't vote for voted for a white woman but couldn't vote for the black woman. Race as much. It's got to be something. I don't know what it is. I'm not willing to say that, but it's got to be something. Also, W's in the chat. Nope, we're not going to do that. W's in the chat for Frida, who sent a floating heart, and Jeff, who sent a laughing disco. Guys, if anyone over on the YouTubes, guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted, anything's appreciated. If you're over on the if you're over on the YouTubes, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. Guys, also look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. This is the backup account. This is the backup account. Make sure you hit that back follow on the backup account. Turn on the notifications. Also, follow the main account. We bounce back and forth doing debates and lives on both of them. So make sure you follow both of them. And when you follow both of them, drop something in the chat and let me know that you're following both of them. So question. Well, not question for you. Donald Trump is directly related to the the increase in gas prices, grocery prices, and also housing prices in the U.S.
I hold on. I wanted to ask you. So this is why I got on. I wanted to ask you where you found that FBI thing on there, because I could not find
FBI
that.
crime data. There's an actual table that you can go to, FBI crime data, and you can put the information in, and you can filter it in based off of whatever information you're looking for.
Is it for 2024?
Thank you guys for following both. Yeah, it's all the way. You can find it for the last, I think they have like last 30 years worth of data on there.
Okay, hold on.
It's not a specific
I
table.
looked up the 2024, and that didn't really show any different than any other year. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's, I mean, like you can, again, if you actually go to the crime data, it's a database. It's not the table that you're looking for. It's the actual database. And then you can pull the information and you can look at historical views, trends. You can look at specific categories. You can look at the breakdown by race. You can look at the breakdown as far as like not only violent crimes, but all crimes. And there's a reason why I say violent crimes versus saying like crimes period or like property crimes, but you can see all of the information. It's all there. It's the same place that all the people get black people are 13% of the population and they're 50% of the crimes. Like it's the same thing, except the information that you guys would like to cite come from 2019. W's in the chat for Lori for the $2 donation saying MAGA likes being abused by Trump. I think so. Now, I want to talk about Donald Trump directly raising grocery prices, gas prices, and then also house affordability.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't have anything. It's fucking nuts. It's crazy to have a house right now. It's the prices. My house has quadrupled in price since I bought it in 2012. I mean, it's nuts. I don't know how anyone, especially when I was that age, trying to buy a house can buy a house right now.
Okay.
So I don't.
No, I'm not saying Kay like you. I'm talking about Kay who's above you. Go ahead, Kay.
I was summoned.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw my message, my reply to what you said.
Okay. So just out of curiosity, because I have to ask first. So this whole time, Santana's giving you information, and your responses have been, okay, just very dismissive. Like you can't engage with any of the information that he's given you. When we talked about policy, just like that. And then when we talked about policies.
Hey, don't talk over Kay.
Then when we talked about policies and what Trump actually, had for policies, you said you didn't look that much into it. You didn't look everything up. You didn't do your research. And when you were, asked if it was vibes, you said, no, I don't like his vibes. And then someone, sent a super chat that said that you voted for the white woman, but you couldn't vote for the black woman. And all of a sudden, the dog hollered. So I want to ask you, why did you want to respond to that?
The dog what?
Pit dog holler.
You wanted to be like, oh no, that wasn't it. And so I want to know what your
Because it's
whole
always
response to
turned
that
on
was.
race. And I don't believe, I mean, I know people are racist and stuff, but I have plenty of friends who are
I got plenty of friends that don't tokenize your friends. We know you all have plenty of friends that are black. We know.
No, not black. I'm saying Asian. And
we're not going to tokenize. Stop it, Chelsea. I don't care what race your friends are.
I mean, it has nothing to do with that. It was that she couldn't even like do an interview, and I'm imagining that talking to China.
We're gonna stop there because
I muted her. I got it.
However, what I am gonna say is that Kamala Harris did have a policy in order to make things like purchasing a home much more affordable. All written out. She did so many interviews and had all of her policies side by side. You could go to her website, read her policy and what Trump had proposed. You didn't even have to go to two places. But you couldn't be bothered looking anything up. And now you're all dissatisfied with the prices of things and how hard it is to buy a house, but you voted for it. So when you're like, why is the chat being mean to me? It's because you voted for hate. You did vote for hate because the vibes that you don't like about him are the exact vibes of hate that are perpetuated in this country because of the right. So if he would have promised a whole lot of other stuff and then came into office and did a 180 and was like starting to do all sorts of stuff that you didn't agree with, it would be totally okay to be like, I don't agree. But he told you he was going to do this stuff before you voted. He told you he was going to blanket tariff people. He told you that there would be some pain before that gain. He told you those things. And then he absolutely tore down a chip manufacturing facility because of the tariffs that he told you he was going to do. And then you have other people in the same Republican Party, if you don't want to call them MAGA, because apparently you want to other yourself from this group, but you have other Republicans who then called ICE on a facility for Hyundai to have people deported. And because she thought they were Mexican, they were Korean people who were there on visas. And then Hyundai was like, we're out. Bye. So more people not having jobs. So, and the last question I have for you, because I know you're not going to have a good answer for me, but you came up here and the first thing you said was that you don't want a socialist or a communist country. Couldn't define either one. But you know what you did do? You told on yourself because you said you had to go to Canada so that you could get cheaper insulin. So how do you like Canada's socialism?
Love that socialism.
I don't want to live in Canada. I don't really want the universal health care because I do have friends who are in Canada and it sucks.
It absolutely does not, nor in any of the Nordic countries or in the UK. Anything emergent gets taken care of immediately. There is a Toyota plant in Toronto, just outside of Toronto, that has a whole hospital, a whole micro hospital in the plant. Anything that you need as an employee gets taken care of like that. Anything that is not emergent that can wait, you may have to wait 30 to 45 days, sometimes up to 90 days. The actual wait time in America for things that are necessary but not emergent can go all the way up to 180 days. And if you want to know how I know that, I'm a physician. So before you come telling me how the wait in other countries is longer, you're wrong. You don't know how socialism functions. You don't know how socialized medicine works. And it's baffling to me that you're all willing to go to Canada, buy your medication at a cheaper price than actually electing somebody that had a plan to bring down all of that and be able to negotiate prices for people who are on Medicare and on private insurance.
No lie.
Well,
As detected. That's my Zeus impression for anyone who was wondering. How did I do? That's like Zeus was like, no lies detected. I'm sorry.
So I would just beg you, implore you, before you decide to vote for somebody who, because at one point in time, prices were at something and you thought he was going to do the same thing. He literally told you out of his mouth, not only was he going to do these things that he's doing, but he also told you about sharks and batteries. And he was incoherent as all hell while he tried to be on the campaign trail, because unless he has something in big Sharpie marker written out in front of him, he can't formulate a sentence either. So don't tell me that he was some, genius who, had a way with words that just moved you into the voting booth.
I got this video that I'm getting ready to make of Donald Trump, and he's talking about how they asked about it, the MRI, and what did he get scanned? And he was like, I don't know what they analyzed, but whatever they analyzed it so well. It was the best that they've ever analyzed. The fuck is that? Yeah.
No, I will say that what Trump said was going to happen sounded okay, and I trusted him from what it was back in before Biden. But Kamala, like her what was it for the housing thing that she wanted to do, like $25,000 or $50,000 off? But that doesn't help it when the prices are already like quadrupled than what it was before. So 25,000, 50,000.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit, man.
Nobody ain't trying to hear that. I promise you. Like, we've already talked about how Trump.
No.
I told you, and you didn't want to talk about it, but I told you the reason why actual housing prices were up was because of Trump. No, it was because of Trump. I told you in his first administration, he caused the housing prices to go up.
Okay, but I'm saying my house has gone up a lot within the last few years, like quite a bit, in the last few years. I realized that the housing.
Do you understand why the valuation of homes are higher now?
No, right. Yeah,
unaffordable because Donald Trump deregulated them. And so other companies came in and they purchased single family homes and they purchased whole neighborhoods. And now corporations have these homes, and other homes that are near it, by proximity, their evaluation cost has risen because they inflated the cost of homes by over purchasing the price of homes. Literally. But fun fact, we're at a housing bubble. So the people, did you know there's 500,000 homes that are trying to be sold and no one's buying those homes? We're literally at where we were prior to the 2018 housing market collapse, and it's directly related to what Donald Trump did with deregulation. You're going to lose all the value in your home.
His policies have genuine consequences for real people, Chelsea. Like, honestly, like,
that's
taking away those
2008. I'm sorry.
Taking away those regulations and allowing corporations to buy those homes inflated their value. And now we are on another bubble where banks are starting to offer 50-year mortgages.
50-year mortgages. That's fucking insane.
He was talking about that earlier. I haven't heard
Donald Trump. That's Donald Trump's plan.
But that's his plan. That's his plan.
And 15-year car loans.
Yeah, and 15-year car loans.
Wow.
Like, these things should not cost people this amount of money and keep your whole life in debt. And there were clear policies that Harris had. And listen, I have a hard time because there were people who had better policies than even Kamala did. But that's my personal thing. And I don't think you do, because if I even said the person's name, you wouldn't even know who they were. So
there were other people who
wait. Cool. Chelsea, who? Name a person.
There were other people who were running against Joe Biden who I thought would have been better.
Name the person.
Wasn't what he has the same name as that stupid guy on Daily Wire.
What's the name?
Hold on. He's a mayor or governor or something. He's Jewish. What is his name?
Oh, hold on. Let me go find out the one Jewish person you're talking about.
No,
Go find that one Jewish person.
No, he has the same name as the one dude off of the Daily Wire, but he's not that annoying like him.
I know who she's talking about, but I'm not
I
saying
do
his
too.
name.
Exactly.
Because the fact that she doesn't even know doesn't
and,
mean
and
that
also Josh Shapiro
Shapiro.
didn't actually run. No, he didn't run. He didn't run. He literally didn't run. He
was
the governor.
up
He's
as
the
a candidate,
he did.
wasn't he?
No, he wasn't. No, he
He
wasn't.
wasn't. Chelsea,
wasn't.
this is just a product of you not knowing enough. And you should want to
And
be
you think
engaged
it's all
enough.
my fault that Trump got elected just because one vote was in there?
No, it's people
No, I
like
think
you,
it's
Chelsea.
the copies of you.
Exactly.
I think it's the copies of Chelsea's out there who don't look things up, who, you know, were just like, he did whatever in his first term, negating all of the harm he caused his first term, not taking responsibility for inflation. It's not just you, Chelsea, it's you and the 77 other million people who
Chelsea's,
you
the
know
77 million Chelsea's.
Okay.
Actually, I guess to be fair, it's probably like 76.5 million Chelsea's, because there is a category of them who actively knew that they were just going to get like super rich because of Donald Trump destructive policies. But the rest of them, they ain't know shit about shit like you, just like you, Chelsea.
And honestly, it really comes down to one thing. And I'm really sorry, but you don't like to say that it always comes down to race. It does. It comes down to racism in this country, how it was bred on white supremacy, how it thrives on white supremacy, how it continues to fight for its last dying breath of white supremacy. So it does come down to race, and racism is severely, severely costly. And that's what we're seeing right now.
But you know what, Chelsea, you are not a bad person, Chelsea.
Probably wouldn't agree
Chelsea,
with what
Chelsea,
I
I don't think you, Chelsea, I don't think you're a bad person, right? Because you've been up here and you've been able to hold a pretty logical conversation with myself and Kay, and I feel like you've even responded pretty well to like some of the points that we've given you. So I will give you kudos for that. And for that, I'm going to do something. I know, right? I'm going to do something that I normally don't do for quote unquote ops, right? I'm going to do something that I normally do for friends because you were hospitable. Would you like to see a magic trick?
Sure.
Okay, perfect.
That was super generous of you.
Yeah. We got to go, Kay.
Yeah, we got to go.
We got to go.
If anyone has, I saw a lot of comments earlier. I just wanted to kind of put this out there. I know all this information that's coming out about the Epstein files and, who was involved in what and, seeing whatever. But as a person from the queer community, it's not okay to, also put out there that like so-and-so is, this or so-and-so is that, or, this person's closet, like that's still harmful, homophobic rhetoric. And it would be really great if like, when you guys are talking about it, you don't, like start messing with the queer community. It's not all right. And
yeah, they're them saying
know
that,
that-
oh,
I know
he's
it's-
the
Yeah, like,
first
and
president.
I-
Like, stop it.
Right. And honestly, it's more about like, let's do harm reduction. That's all.
It's like when people used to be like, oh, Bill Clinton's the first black president. I used to fucking hate when they say that. But yeah, I agree.
Right. And I mean, honestly, like, I know there's so many people who, especially in our community, who support the queer community. And, I'm a part of the queer community. But also I try not to speak over a lot of other people in the queer community because I'm in a straight heteronormative relationship. So that, at this point, but it is still my community and I do ride hard for them. And so I just absolutely am just like, when people talk about the PDF stuff and things like that, please be mindful of what you're saying, because we know like how much we want these things to be released and everyone to know everything. We also know that no matter what happens, we want anyone taken. Anyone who comes out, we want them gone. We want them put away. Like, get them all.
Hey,
But
if Jimmy Carter's on the list, what are we doing?
Digging them up and putting them away.
Digging them up and
that's
putting them in jail.
Super sad. Honestly, that would be super sad for me because you know what? But that's all I'm asking is just be mindful. I know that you all mean well, but sometimes like it slips because you're jabbing the other side. But just be mindful. That's it. I really appreciate it. So, all right. Have a wonderful day.
All right. Thank you, Kay. See you later. W's in the chat for Margot for the $5 donation saying, my public health insurance is raising from $12 to $100 per month starting January. And yes, I have a full-time job. This is a direct result of Trump. MAGA won't change their mind until it directly affects them, and it will. Also, W's in the chat for Kelly. Oh, sorry. W's in the chat for Kelly for the $1.99 super chat to say they always think economies are turnkey. They do. It's weird. It's weird that they think that. Holy smokes. W's in the chat for Troll for the pumpkin. Jeff for the laughing disco. Coffee Mom for the goat. Cutie for the floating heart. Cutie for the corn something. Cutie as well for another corn. I think it's corn. I can't see that. Jenna for the clapping, and Radstorm for the $2 super chat. Say, can I be your half token Asian friend? I don't know. I only got one token friend, and that's Brett. Brett Cross is my white token friend. I don't know. I'll think about it. Brett, corn husk? No, it's not corn husk. That's not funny. Don't put that in the chat. Whatever. W's in the chat as well for Assessed, who sent a $9.99 super chat to say, physician here. As a physician, I can't get into the see a physician for months in the United States. I can't get in to see a physician for months in the United States, even with great private insurance. My colleagues are hitting super facts and cooking Chelsea. You absolutely know it. You absolutely know it. That's how we do. That's how we do. Stop saying tamales. Hey guys, really quick, seriously, do me a favor. Hit that follow button. Follow the main account. Follow the main account. Also follow the backup account. Follow both accounts, right? Next time I'll be live, which may be later. I don't know. It'll be on this account. I bounce back and forth between both accounts, so make sure you follow both of them. Okay.
Listen, I don't get paid for anything, but I'm sorry. Who's your only token white friend?
Oh. Well, I don't think I forgot you were a white woman, okay? Not even going.
You better stop forgetting that. You better stop forgetting that I'm a white woman.
I'll be forgetting
I demand to be a token. I demand.
Maybe.
All right, those are my demands. I'm out.
Okay, let's see. Guys, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out of here. I gotta go. When I come back later, for Shiggity, in whatever shape, form, or however that looks, I will definitely be on the main. So there's that. So I hope you follow the main. Let's go raid. Who do we want to raid? I would like to raid. Let's go raid Athena. Covey. We're gonna go raid a Covey. Let me grab this. Let's go raid Covey. Let's go get a Santana raid for Covey. Let's see here. I was about to do that, Kay. Let's go raid Covey. It's at Covey 2.0. She's on her 2.0 account. Let's go raid Covey. Let's get out of here.
You stepped in a box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here. You better take your best swing.
I know. Mike Hot.
Who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate.
This is a mind game.
Facts type lies get left in shame. One wrong word get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok.
Hey, guys. It was good. We were good. It was a good day. It was a good live. Did you guys enjoy it? Did anyone else have fun today? Or was it just me? Was I up here just by myself having a good time, or did anyone else enjoy the live? Because I think it was a lot of fun today. It was a lot of fun. Oh, well. We're going to get out of here, guys. You loved it? I'm glad you did. We're going to get out of here, guys. I will be back again some way. It was great. Thank you. Thank you, Pamela. I had fun, too. I'll be back in some way, shape, or form later for sure. I love you guys. Seriously. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all the gifts, the taps, the likes, the shares. Thank you for all just being who you are. I appreciate you all. I love you all. I will see you all later. And as always...